Bashers, welcome to Friday night. Hey, Friday night, Friday night. What's up, gang? How are you? I hope you're all doing well. I had an interesting day. Not something I can really talk about live, but yeah, and it was gonna go pretty good, and then more stuff, more DL stuff, just nonstop DL stuff. It's just really getting to the point where I don't know how to process it, but hey, it is what it is. I hope everybody's great. Panel Power came in at number 1. Hello, Panel Power. How are you? Great to see you here. Hello. Franco Fiore is here. Upvote, please, if you can. Dance for inspiration. And Ray's here. A cow and a cat will do. And the purple one, here she is. It's Melly C. Happy Friday, Dirk and the beautiful people. Happy Friday. And Gallery first as F, number 4. Hey, number 4 is great. It's my favorite number, by the way. Steve Zaleski, good evening, Dirk and all. Number 3 to upvote tonight. Steadily climbing, folks. Have a great show. Thanks, pal. It'll be our first show together back in the mainland. Since the DL adventures and then my appendectomy and all that stuff, and then the trip and all that stuff. Crazy town. Patrick Murray died today, aka Mickey Pierce from Only Fools and Horses. I don't know who that is. He's at a popular show over there in Ireland. Patrick Murray. That's my mother's maiden name. And oddly enough, one of my middle names. Died today from aka Mickey Pierce from Only Fools and Horses. It's a great title. I'll have to look that up, and God rest his soul. If you love him, I'm sure he was great. Patrick Murray, thanks for letting us know, Panel Power. Just saying howdy hi, not looking like I can make the live show because the thumbnail's too scary. You know what I tried to do? I tried to have it covered in blood, and ChatGPT said, no, can't do that. And I was like, well, I can't do that. And like, it infringes upon our morality clauses. Like, really? It's a Queensryche thumbnail, my second ever CD bought. I guess it is kind of. Do you know that those Queensryche? Well, not all of them. How many did he do? Not many. There's a guy out there named Hugh Syme. He's Canadian, and he's famous for doing all the Rush covers. But he also did like the Whitesnake cover, the famous 1987 one, and I think Dream Theater and Fates Warning. A lot of the prog groups wanted to get Hugh Syme, but he's most famous for being the guy that designed all of Rush's album covers. Very similar textures, reliefs, bas reliefs, things like that. Which one was your second one, though? Which of their albums? I mean, I got the EP when it came out. I have it on 206 records. I have their original EP when they were working out of a local music store in Bellevue, Washington. They had 2 people who were managing them that owned a record store named Kim and Diana Harris. And they were a local band, and they thought they were cool. They were called The Mob, and they signed a management deal with them. And they got them a record deal. They knew somebody, a person. Why do I know this? But somebody named Mavis Brody, who was an EMI A&R scout, and they knew her, and they called her up and they said, hey, this is really great band. So before they even played a live show, they got a huge record deal with EMI. So how about that? All in the strength of like Queen of the Reich and The Lady Wore Black and stuff like that. Hitesh C upvoted. Happy Friday bashing. Happy Friday bashing to you, Hitesh C. It's great to see you in the room, and you're number 8. Handsome Joe's here. Evening all. Handsome Joe. Ba-doom. Handsome Joe. Handsome Joe. Handsome Joe. Oh no. I went through a really big Manhattan transfer phase. Probably around when I was like around 17. I got turned on to, I think it was the album was called Vocalese. And then I just became the biggest Manhattan transfer. They're an American vocal ensemble. Harmonies, very jazzy, but really, really sick. If you like the Swingle Singers, or you like stuff like that, the High-Lows, the Letterman. This is a little bit different. Two guys, two girls, the incomparable Tim Hauser, who's no longer with us. Great stuff. If you want to check out a great record, it starts off with a song called Killer Joe, which I just ripped off. Patricia Rutledge died. Paul told me that this morning. She was 96 years young. Yes, one of my absolute favorite shows of all time. She was incredible. Hello, Mrs. Bouquet, the lady of the house. What an incredible show. Hilarious. One of my favorites of all time. God bless Patricia Rutledge. She was just amazing. It's Bouquet, not Bucket. Exactly. Hey, look at this. Some Biggie super chats. Thank you, Nathaniel Hannon. $49.99 super sticker. Yeah. Let's give you a giant one for that. Thank you, Nathaniel. What do I got? Media assets. Why is this bouncing around and not giving me what I want? Hold on a second. Is this acting stupid? There's banners. I can slide through that. My media assets, it won't let me. Why is that? Huh. Interesting. Huh. Why won't it let me do that? One moment, please. I got a little technical difficulty. Won't let me slide through my little media thingies. Wonder why that is. I'll be right back, okay? Maybe I just have to quit the system, and I'll be right back in 2 seconds flat, okay? Hold on. Be back. I'm back from outer space. Let's see if it fixed that. Media assets. It did. All right, the magic of modern technology. And Nathaniel Hannon with 50 big American balloons. Thank you so much. I'm going to give you a giant big bang boom for that. Thank you, pal, very much. You're amazing. Thank you. And he's going to be doing an unboxing. I think we've decided upon the 17th of the month. I think that's what we decided upon. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but we got to unbox it. I don't know where to go, but I bet it's Rolex. I could be totally wrong about that. I have no idea. Gallery with AED 250. Thank you, kiddo. Just because Dirk is a star, everyone's a star, shining in the spotlight tonight. You want to hear something funny? Yesterday, Emmett O'Malley was in a restaurant, and he said, "Is Michael Schenker playing in town?" I said, "I think so." And he goes, "Because he's sitting behind me having dinner." Two things that surprised me. I didn't think Michael Schenker ate because he's so rail thin. And the other thing was that I've never seen a picture of Michael Schenker in public. It's always like on stage with Gibson Flying V. But he was in a restaurant apparently, and I'm amazed. So, and I said, you should go to the show. But he said it was date night. So I get it. 100%. I get it. Thank you so much, Gabriel. Let's give you a giant big bang boom for that. Let's go mega super chat. Thank you, Gabri, because you're a star. And Martin and Bronson are here, and they upvoted. Thank you so much, guys. How are you? Meow. Great to see you. R.I.P. Jane Goodall. What a legend, huh? What an absolutely beautiful, wonderful piece of humanity she was. One of the great humanists of all time, and of course her love for animals. Amazing stuff. Jane Goodall, R.I.P. indeed. And that's Ray and Joe, and Handsome Joe says the same thing. Yeah, I mean, listen, we're losing them all. We're losing all the great ones. Where are all the new great ones? Who are the great ones? Is there anybody new that's great of that caliber? Are there any Jane Goodalls out there? I mean, you look at the King's Honors list. It's weird to say the King's Honors list. It's been the Queen's Honors list so long. who got in there. Roger Daltrey, who's just kind of an old curmudgeon now, firing drummers and offspring of the Beatles. Why would you do that? Why would you do that to poor Zach Starkey, who's a great drummer? And then, and he's just been cranky in general. He became a knight, as did Gary Oldman, who we all love. Incredible, crazy stuff. But is David Gilmour, sir? No, I don't think so. Why not? David Gilmour's black Strat sold at auction for $3.3 million. Metal yellow, first red. Metal yellow, first metal yellow. What does that mean? Metal yellow, first red. Scotty Love. They call him Scotty Love. I don't know what that means. But yes, it did. And he's got, it's funny because he's got a guitar that looks exactly like it. And I was like, oh, he didn't sell it. No, he did. He got Fender to make him the exact same thing, but new. And he gave the money to charity. That's enough to get a knighthood. You love the Manhattan Transfer. Me too. I love them. I saw them a couple of times when I was like 18 or 19. Radio City Music Hall. And I think it was the Brazil tour where they were doing like bossa nova and mixing Latin rhythms with jazz. It was just sublime. Absolutely incredible. And Tim Hauser was the vocal arranger of that group. And I once met Janice Siegel, and I acted like I had just met Marilyn Monroe. I was like, oh my God, Miss Siegel, no, I have all your records and blah, 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 not just Twilight Zone. And and she was like, wow, you're so young to like the Manhattan Transfer. I was like, well, thanks. You guys are great. Why wouldn't I? Incredible stuff. Scotty H is here. R.I.P. Hyacinth. Yes, Hyacinth Bouquet. And her sister Rose is married to no, who's married to Onslow? Who's married to Onslow? Daisy was married to Onslow, right? And they switched daisies a couple times. Crazy stuff. Hey, Special Air Service, great shot. Wow, where is that? It looks like Faro, Portugal. Special Air Service with NOK 59. Thank you so much. What do you think about the Omega Speedmaster first Omega in space? The 0 on 1. Oh, okay, so hold on a second, because I've been so bad with my I haven't been keeping up to date on all the great references. So let me go see. Is that the one that I did a whole my own, like one of my only contents on? Let me see. I think it is. Looks, oh no, that's different. 1 0 3 2 4 05. Okay, 06 001. This is the, yeah, this is the one I did. Yeah, I thought it was. I did a whole show on this. If you go Special Air Service, if you go back and you look at the content of this channel, one of the very few videos that I did actual content in was Omega invited me to their flagship boutique here in New York City. And when the store was closed and I got to unbox it and try it on, it's absolutely the #1 watch on my list. If I was getting a new watch, it would be that one. Over anything else, over any Rolex or anything in the world. I think it's the most beautiful watch. I think it's the perfect Speedmaster too. I used to think it was the 60th anniversary or the CK2915, but for sure, 100%. That watch, I'm always so used to seeing it like 031, 032, 405, 006, 001. Yeah, I think it's the most beautiful one they ever made in person. And I tried to coin a name for the crystal. I was calling it Sapphilite because it's sapphire, but it behaves exactly like Hesselite. And I've never seen a crystal do that. It was beautiful. That slate gray blue dial is just divine in person. And I like the antiquing. I don't have a problem with it. I know a lot of people do. I don't when the application's done right. I think it's just fine. It doesn't bother me at all. And in person, it is absolutely beautiful. So watch, it's the same size as my Speedy Reduced, 39.7, I think. And so for me, the sweet spot for me, because I have a 7.25 inch wrist, is 39 to 41. 42 is fine on me. It's not a problem, but I just think, you should know where watches sit on you to look, look good. Like this maybe looks a little bit small on me, just a little bit. But like the the milli is a millimeter bigger, and I don't know if that takes up more real estate, or I don't know. Let's see. These are, the the heavy hitters or the hitters. I've been actually worn this since. Let me set the time. It is 6:25 in New York City. Good. Hold on. It sounds funny, right? It's got the most high pitch. It's so funny. Yeah, it fits a little nicer. You know, it's a little bit bigger. It's got a little beefier, a little bit more. Why is it? I don't have I have a blue screen today. Why is it doing that? Weird. If I go up close, oh, I got to get out of the way. I got to get out of my own way. Yeah, this 40 is just kind of perfect. I might as well keep that on. I've been wearing the Speedy all week long, so it's gotten lots of time. I wore one of my weekenders last night. I wore the Woodstock. I happen to love that watch. But yeah, Special Air Service, thanks so much. And I'll give you a giant big bang boom for that one. Thank you, man. And okay, 59. Let's go with Super Chat Guy. What's going on here? Now I didn't hear any of the music. That's so annoying. I'm gonna do this again. I'll be right back. Hold on. I don't want to have a show that has no sound. Okay, let's see if that works now. Let me see. Do I hear something now? Nothing. I hate when that happens. You know, I'm using the Opera browser because Chrome got stupid, and I can't really use it anymore. I mean, unless that update got fixed. I stopped using it about 2 months ago because it was messing up really badly with the stream, and so I switched over to this Opera browser, something I'd never used before, and I actually like it. It's a very, very nice browser, but this is the first time I've ever had any kind of glitch with it, and that's really annoying. I wonder what that's about, but maybe when the guy gets in, I'll figure it out so we won't have any dead air. Nick Brooker's here. Just joined the channel. Happy bashing all off on holiday for 2 weeks to other side of the world. We'll send pics and catch up when I can. Please do, but remember, your enjoyment first, our enjoyment second. And if you can treat us to some pictures and things like that while you're having a cup of coffee or a beer or whatever cocktail of your choice somewhere, we'd all be grateful just for sharing. And there's going to be plenty of Gallery of Bastards for you to do that. But remember, safety first and pleasure first. So please enjoy Nick Brooker. You came on like a house on fire, man. Welcome, Nick, and goodbye. Bon voyage, Nick Brooker. You just became such a superstar on the show. I think I saw them there too. Yeah, they used to play Radio City Music Hall quite a bit. What a perfect venue for a band like that. I mean, just incredible. And they always had an orchestra all around. Great stuff. Giant fan. So you probably knew I was doing Killer Joe, right? I bet you did. It was like the music of John Hendricks was pretty great. That album is, wow, God. I can't tell you the last time I put on music for pleasure because, you know, things. But yeah, David Bowie refused knighthood. Gary Oldman accepted as, yeah, well, you know, listen, there's something to be said. You know, there's a lot of people out there that, you know, that want it. And then there's a lot of people who don't. But, you know, what are you going to do? Right? Oisin, would you take a knighthood?
No, of course not.
like Bono has and Bob Geldof.
Has Bono taken a knight?
Well, he's an honorary knight.
I'm surprised.
You Irish you can't be sirs because you're Irish. It's just
right.
You know, and why would you?
Right.
I mean, that's the way we look at it. Like, why would you?
I didn't know he took that.
Bowie
refused it? That's so Bowie.
Bowie, totally.
Bowie was the king.
Yeah, and he probably said, "Fuck off."
Yeah. Gary Oldman just got his the other day. That's
got
right.
it yesterday. So did Roger Daltrey.
So
does Roger have it before Pete? That's interesting.
I don't know.
Because, like, is it Sir Pete Townsend? Because he wrote everything.
Maybe he's already been knighted.
Has he?
He would take it. Pete Townsend would take it.
Yeah, Pete Townsend would take anything he can get. Let me see. Pete.
Yeah, he would take it.
Townsend. He uses an H in his name.
It's gonna be hard to resist if you grow up in Britain, you know.
Yeah. Nope. He does not have it. Isn't that fucked up? That
Did he turn it down?
Or maybe he would do that because
he's such a fucking badass. He's such a defeatist, fucking angry curmudgeon. We love him for that reason.
Yeah,
130 in the room. Let's get 130 upvotes, guys, immediately.
I have some weird technical shit going on. My sound.
You too? I had some weird shit tonight too that I had to combat. Yeah.
Well, what happened on your show?
No, nothing during the show. Just before the show, just some technical shit. We'll talk about it later. But I was like,
I mean,
what's going on?
You know what happened is, I
think it's StreamYard. They have some weird shit going on.
Oh, sometimes. Maybe it's StreamYard.
They booginess sometimes.
Bala says I'm blurry. Do I look blurry to you?
You're not blurry. You're pixelated. You're like, it looks like a 1980s video with pixelation. You got to sing a 1980. What's your favorite 1980s song?
A-A-A-F-F-F-F-E-E-T-T-T-T-Y. Safety. Dance. You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends aside. And if you don't dance, then everyone dance, and it's no friend of mine.
I
know it. You want me to tell you?
The German band.
No, they're from Canada.
Oh, they are? Okay, tell me.
Men Without Hats.
Oh, shit.
I saw them open up for one of my all-time favorite bands of the 80s. I was obsessed with Ice House.
Oh, I remember them.
And I remember your old manager, Matt, and I used to just go fanboy crazy for Ice House.
Okay.
I've got a pocket. Talk about Bowie. He wanted to be Bowie in the worst way.
Everybody wanted to be. You know who wanted to be Bowie? I mentioned it on my show. Ricky Gervais. Comedian.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. What is the name of that band he was in? It was
Shona Dancing.
Shona Dancing. Wow.
It was called Shona Dancing. It was essentially Bowie. People who were into Bowie, they really kind of plagiarized from him. And it's so obvious when they do it because it's so obviously Bowie. It's like, you really want to be Bowie, don't you?
I mean, everybody wanted to be Bowie. I mean, Kate Bush has often said that she wanted to be Bowie. You know, they both went to Lindsay Kemp. They both learned their pantomime and all that stuff.
That's right. That's
from
right.
Lindsay Kemp. And, and of course, her and David were friends, of course. Why wouldn't they be?
Right.
And, I mean, she said that. And then, of course, David Bowie got everything from Anthony Dooley, all of it. And he admitted it. Who can I turn to when nobody needs me? Amazing shit. I'm obsessed with that guy. And he wrote so many fucking songs, like Feeling Good and In a World of Pure Imagination. Da, da, da. He wrote all those songs. He wrote
That's one of the greatest songs ever written.
Oh, it's one of the greatest songs ever. Him and Leslie Brickus. They wrote Candyman. They wrote
Come With Me.
And you'll see. In a world of pure imagination.
Oh, that's such a... that song can be happy and sad at the same time. It's really amazing.
The melody is astonishing. You know what's funny? Great melodies, of course. We love that stuff. Yesterday, we were flipping around on YouTube late at night, and Barry Manilow came on, and he sang "Could It Be Magic?" And I was like, "Fuck!" Of course, he stole it. He stole the the whole intro and everything. Is it Liszt? Who is it? It's
I don't know.
You know that song, right? How's it go? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, spirit, move me, angel of my lifetime, whirl me like a cyclone in my mind. Could it be magic? Come. It's an amazing song.
Come into my arms.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
And Barry Manilow plays piano like this, right? This. Like really high up. He's like on a stool, and he's playing like at his knees.
You know what I used to do for piano exams? I would practice where I always would sit, and then when I would go into the exam, I would go higher. I would adjust it up a couple of inches, the piano stool.
You would?
So Yeah, so I'd be leaning. It would just give me this extra angle to push down. Yeah.
How
It
interesting.
just gave me this extra. It was like it's like learning to run on wet sand on the beach, which is
Sure.
really difficult to run in, and just training to run on wet sand. And then when you finally get on hard ground, you're way faster. So if you do all your practicing, because I did the whole classical thing, and it was super strict. You know,
Yeah.
all the fingers have to be right, and
Yeah.
I would practice lower, and that way when I go in, it would be easier for me to play everything because I had practiced everything with a disability from being down low.
Oh, so it became
Yeah.
easy when you went regular. That's
Just yeah. And I used to do the same thing with the bass and the piano with Mr. North. We'd you know, because I'd do the bass and the piano at the same time. I'd
yeah.
add something extra, like I'd read something or, you know, just look around the room or something, do something. So I had 3 things to do when I practiced. And that way, when I go on stage, that one thing was removed. So now it was easy.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Mm.
I see the pixely thing now. I'm trying to figure exactly what that is. Huh.
You might be in 480p. That's upscaling.
Shut up.
Yeah, log out and see if you're in 480p because this was the glitch that I found.
Says 1080p.
No, the stream is 1080p, but is your camera settings in 480?
How the
Camera
hell would that
settings
happen?
Just check it.
Like on my actual phone?
No, in StreamYard
It
settings.
says I just checked it out. It's 1080.
Oh,
I
okay.
went into StreamYard. It says camera 1080p. Well, let me switch it. I'll switch it around. I'll go to 720.
Okay, that's better.
Is it?
Yeah. Now go up to 1080.
Uh-oh. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go now.
Let's experiment.
You know, well, I mean, why not?
Oh,
That
now
looks
you're
funny.
back. Now it looks funny.
Looks
So
funny.
StreamYard are having an issue. That's what I was having. So go to 720. It's fine.
Yeah.
Looks
720 is fine.
Yeah.
Hey, before there was 1080, we liked 720. Before that, we watched, interlaced 480.
Yeah.
480i.
I love when you go back into YouTube from like 15 years ago and everything is 360 and 480. 480 was like a big upgrade from 360. Yeah.
Unreal. It's true. Tell me if you hear any big bangs booms because I started the show. I heard all the stuff. Got a couple of really hot super chats right off the top from Nathaniel and Gabri and Special Air Service. And it's funny because the way he put that reference down there, I had to I looked it up and I was like, oh yeah, it's the new First Omega Space. You want to know what I think of it? I was like, it's the only real content I ever did was on that watch. Which is funny.
There's a full video on it, Special Air Service on the iBashers channel if you want to see where he tries it in New York. Here's an interesting one, Eddie. Dirk, you still feeling that post-vacation come down?
Ugh. Well, I mean, I hit the ground running. I came here, had to go do a bunch of things. And today we had to do something very bad. This morning was another episode. And then, it just happened right before the show. Fire department knocked on my door.
Oh, shit. What happened? You want to talk about it here or?
Not really, but I'm just saying, I'm under siege. And it's just, what an abuse of services,
So now you have to get Uber Eats for the next couple of weeks and just hold up in the apartment like a fort.
I mean, she took the deck. I mean, at this point in the game now, it's just okay. How do you,
Mr. Badgas, up for please. Sorry to be absent so much. Family health, of course, being a priority. We understand that, man.
Always.
By the way, Bowie was so Bowie. Even Bowie wanted to be Bowie. I like
which Bowie too. There was how many Bowies?
So many Bowies. So many Bowies.
What's your favorite Bowie? That's a very interesting question. What's your favorite Bowie? I don't have one. I like them all.
I like them all.
Yeah, I don't dislike any of them. I like the early stuff. I like the Diamond Dog stuff.
I like when he played between boy and girl.
Oh yeah.
People are going crazy about the whole like men wanting to be women and vice versa thing today. Meanwhile, Bowie discovered it all many, many years ago. He covered all of that.
He did.
He did it all.
We have a mutual friend and Mary and she's always been like a gender flipper. She's always been very attracted to very beautiful boys, and guys that looked like girls and girls that look like she's really into LP. And then I was very impressed that you knew so much about her. And she said that's the problem with today. It's like everybody's got to put a title on everything to such a point where, to a degree, it's so annoying. Because David and Mary always says, because she's such a Bowie maniac, she goes, Bowie was a girl and a boy and a man and a woman, and it was fucking fantastic. And
Yeah, he was everything.
He was everything.
And Grace Jones, feeling like a woman, looking like a man.
Yeah, it's so amazing.
All of that. It was all covered years ago.
It was all covered. Yeah. And all these, everybody thinks they're being so original right now. Like that's why I don't dig like Chapel Roan and all this stuff, because it just feels like a costume party to me. Because we did well. Actually, the generation even before me got the best of it. Like my sister Pat, she got to see all the super T-Rex. And
I mean, look at the Boys Keep Swinging video.
Oh my God!
Heaven loves you. Yeah, all of that. Amazing. Nothing stands in your way when you're a boy.
When you're
he's in a suit, and then he's in women's dresses, and he's fucking up his lipstick and everything.
Swinging.
Yeah,
so great. And then
boys.
Boys. And nobody cared. Nobody made a thing about it. He's a poofta. Nobody did that.
Boy.
When you're a boy,
other boys check you out.
It was also fun.
I have to look up the lyrics now.
Yeah, me too.
Bowie, boys, keep swinging.
We're gonna drink tonight because we need one. So we have this Legende.
What do you got? Let me see.
It's the 2015 Pauillac.
Let me zoom in. Oh, nice. 2015. That's been in there a while. Yeah. Where'd you get that?
It was given to me. And I'm very excited to try this.
That's got good years. That's probably it's not like a crazy high level, so it's probably ready now to open.
Yes, totally. It's not. Yeah. I think this was like 40 something.
You gotta wake her up. Give her some time.
I'm gonna open
on her lipstick.
Open her now. I'll take out my Bicuse, courtesy of Thurgood and his beautiful bride. Boom, boom. Yeah. See if you get any sound on the Big Bang Booms, because I tried it and it was.
Go for it.
Let me see. Do you hear this, boys? See, that's going to be stuck in my head now. Oh, I heard it.
Yeah, I heard it.
I heard it.
If I heard it, the audience heard it. Heaven loves you. I got the lyrics. The cloud for you. Nothing stands in your way when you're a boy. Clothes always fit you like top of the cherry when you're a boy. When you're a boy, you can wear a uniform. When you're a boy, other boys check you out. When you get a girl, these are your favorite things when you're a boy. Oh my God. Uncage the colors, unfurl the flag. Luck is a kiss, you hello. when you're a boy. I remember playing that song to my niece and nephew who live in Los Angeles. I'm not going to say their names.
No.
And I remember my nephew getting a real kick out of those lyrics.
Sure.
Even way back then. And I remember my niece going, that seems very kind of pro boys. Why doesn't he sing about girls? And I'm like, no, that's kind of the point. You're missing the point.
Right.
Yeah, you're kind of missing but it was cute. It was cute. I mean, there I was trying to educate my niece and nephew on shit that they had no idea. They're like, something's wrong with Uncle Oisin. He's a bit weird. He's a bit kooky.
It's a bit kooky. Yeah, it's like the pressure. We talk about the pressure on kids with social media these days to, with all the stuff that they have to go through. I mean, it's like, we feel bad about what we went through in this, but we only had the schoolyard to deal with.
Yeah.
Like these poor kids nowadays, if they
their schoolyard is millions of miles wide.
It's just it's so wrong.
It's true. We don't really have the capacity to understand what they're going through. We don't, because we don't have an example. Yeah, it was our schoolyard. You're right. It was like 150 kids.
You're right. I hope I don't see Larry on my way to school today.
Yeah.
It was just Larry.
You're right. That's a brilliant observation, by the way. I'm
Oh, thanks.
gonna keep that one in mind.
Yeah, because now it's just, these kids are against the world. Me and you against the world. Do you know the song? Sometimes it feels like you and me against the world. And when one of us is gone, I'm going to try to do her. And one of us is left to carry on. But remembering we'll have to do. Helen Reddy. Remember Helen Reddy?
No.
Sure you do. What was her big thing? I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore. You know that song.
No.
I am woman, I am woman.
Oh, sure. Okay, I get it.
And their other big one was the best song of hers.
Isabel.
It was do 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 do. Angie baby, you're a special lady living in a world of make believe. And Delta Dawn, which was originally from Tanya Tucker. But she had a big hit with it. She's an Aussie. She just died recently. When you're a boy, boys keep swinging.
The end of that song is just a big, long, silly guitar solo.
Yeah, well.
They end with a guitar solo. I love it.
Was Mick Ronson still in the band when that was happening? Probably.
I don't know. You're an encyclopedia of band members.
I'm the king of useless information. But I make Mick Ronson, though. It's a big thing. I have a glass ready for you if you so desire. Cheers. Cheers, boys.
I'm drinking from my gobshite mug, but I need to get a refill. I didn't have much to drink tonight. I was on a huge, massive rant. It was fucking terrible. I lost 221 subscribers in the past month.
You're a bad boy.
I know. I want to make it 500.
I'm working on losing subs.
Gold. Yeah, gold. I definitely pissed off some people tonight because one guy came in. He was talking about.
I didn't hit that, by the way.
You didn't hit it?
Nope.
Oh, there's some glitchiness. I thought you hit it.
No, I was like this.
Scotty Love, Oisin on a rant. That never happens. You're so right. No, because I definitely lost some Christians. Because somebody said they were talking about whether Jesus really existed as a man, and I was like, it doesn't matter whether he did. It's the message you're supposed to get from Christianity. It's the message of love and acceptance and blah 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 blah.
To be Christ-like. Most of these Christians don't have this.
Doesn't really. Maybe he did. Maybe he was multiple people. It doesn't really. It's kind of against the point. And a couple of people got.
And if you're Christ-like, you should of course hate gay people. and lepers. You got to put them in the mix because they were popular back then.
And people who coveted the chattel of the other farm nearby, etc., etc.
Chattel.
Yeah, the whole way of saying cattle is chattel.
Chattel.
The chattel.
Do not covet thy neighbor's chattel.
Chattel. Why do we both find that so funny?
It's fucking funny.
Actually, because somebody was asking me, like, was I raised Catholic? And that came up with you in Fano when it was myself, you, and Paul. We had some of the best conversations of my life in Fano. And you were saying it's so typical that I had multiple names because I had communion and confirmation, and each time you have to take on an extra name. Mm-hmm. You're like, it's so Roman.
I don't remember my confirmation name. I think it's Paul. I think it's either that or Peter. I don't remember. It was one of the apostles. It's one of them.
I can't mention mine on the channel because then people search and make my life even worse. But yeah, I totally know my other names that I had to take on. Big long name.
Yeah. Well, the thing that what I did not know, and actually I found this out when we were there, because his cousin still has her maiden name, and she said, well, Italian women don't take their husband's name. And I said, none of them? And they never did. I never knew that. Only when they came to America did they do that.
It was after the sexual revolution in the 50s and 60s. The Italians became very, very modernized. Well, they were dragged down by the Vatican for so long. They finally liberated themselves from fascism.
They
And
got
now it was a
divorced.
new world, and now it was about, yeah, I'm not taking his name. I want a fucking divorce if I want it, and so on. And Italian women kind of stood up to the plate. Now Giorgia Meloni runs the country. Italian women don't fuck with them, man. They're
No,
hardcore.
they
Yeah,
are hardcore.
Pala. Well, she's confirmation is probably mad, but love. And PM says, "Fuck that. Love the
Love the
lepers,
lepers,
hate
hate
the
the gays.
gays."
That's a great T-shirt, man. Wouldn't that be a great T-shirt? Fuck the lepers. Love the lepers.
The
Fuck
gays
the
that
gays.
are the problem.
Yeah, it's gays. But if you really want to be a good Christian, you should get up on a podium and speak badly of them. I mean,
Yeah.
Jesus welcomed everyone into his fold, no matter what they. So stupid.
Of course.
So silly.
Mary,
Or Fidel.
Mary was, lady of the night. Think of how scandalous.
Fidel.
Or Fidel. It would have been great if I had I only had a certain choice. I had to be one of the apostles and stuff like that. I had to choose names like that. But yeah, it would have been cool it probably would have been like Geddy Lee and, Neil Peart would have been like Oisin Geddy Neil, or something.
I love the story.
Music.
Getty tells about
Would
how
have been bass players. No, Oisin Geddy Chris.
Yeah, Oisin Geddy Chris.
Yeah. Would have been bass players. Sorry, go ahead.
I don't remember what I was saying.
You don't remember what you were saying too, like 3
short-term memory lapse. I think it's all. I think I'm a different person since anesthesia. I'm telling you, I actually go like this now, which I never had any.
You think maybe it unplugged a couple of wires and replugged them in different places?
I do,
because that's what hallucinogenics does, and various different drugs. They rewire the brain a bit, sometimes for good, and sometimes not so much.
I feel slower. I feel mentally not as agile. I feel like I don't have
Moisha,
boy,
you guys. Moisha. Yeah, so
that's pretty good.
You feel less.
Yeah, I just don't feel as snappy synapse wise.
Wow.
I actually go. I ponder.
That's removing the Dirk from Dirk. You're super snappy.
I hope it'll go away, but it's. I noticed that could be a variety of things.
Welcome to my world. Long, pregnant pauses between sentences.
Well,
I'm such a slow speaker in comparison to you.
I know.
We're super opposites as orators.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I think I'm headed in that direction. I don't know. Maybe I had a mini stroke while I was under or something, because I actually sometimes I'll go lollipop.
Oh.
Shit just not coming to me as fast.
No.
But I also got to say that I have been very jet lagged.
You have since you came back, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
you get straight into it. You're great because, when you come over to Europe, you're up at the crack of dawn. And you're out.
I usually go face plant, like the plane lands, check into the hotel. I face plant for 3-4 hours. That was not possible on this trip. We had to kick around the airport for 5 hours. Then we got on a train ride for 5 hours. And then we hit the ground running when we got to the apartment. What did we do? God, what did we do? We checked in, and our lovely hosts were there. They were great.
You didn't just hit a bed?
No.
That's what I would have done.
We went out. We went out to dinner. We went out to what was the name? Peppa.
Oh, you went to Peppa, yeah.
That first night. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And and we had a couple we had some whites.
So when did you finally crash?
That night.
But
I was up
midnight
in the morning. We went to bed probably around 1 o'clock in the morning, and I think I was up by 5:45, and I went out. It was so funny because your brother did the same thing. So that whole
Emmett can just adjust no matter where he goes. He's developed those skills over years.
Yeah,
he'll fly to Tokyo and just. There won't be any lost in translation thing where they're awake in the hotel in the middle of the night staring at the the skyline. He won't do that. He'll just go because he sleeps on the fucking plane.
I don't sleep on planes. I might doze off for like 10, 15 minutes, but that's it. Yeah. I'm not a sleeping. Paul sleeps the whole flight. Bye. Goodbye. Good night, nurse. He's out.
Wow.
And I'm like, all right. I was walking around the plane to make sure I didn't have a DVT.
You were like, there have been so many bad hits. I don't need that extra fucking one.
I bought compression socks.
Yeah.
Yeah. He goes, go get yourself some. The surgeon goes, get yourself some compression socks and just walk around the airplane. You know me. I make friends with toothpicks. I went down to the back of the plane and I was hanging around with the flight attendants and some other passengers and getting to know them. And I used to hang out in the front of the plane.
Yeah.
It's an interesting experience. But we now have like 25,000 points on ETA each. So we're gonna build
them up. Build them up. It's a decent enough airline.
Up front looked really nice.
Yeah. How much are those tickets? Thousands.
Oh, to buy like 8,000.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
It's always been that way. You just never had to deal with that.
I never had to deal with it. Their economy plus or whatever it's called, premium economy. It looked really, really nice. And that's only it's like $2,000. And it looked really nice. Nice Recaro chairs and a wine list. And Dana flew that. So she could give you the whole list. She flew them from New York. The flight right after ours she was on because she had that business meeting, so she couldn't.
I see.
But she got on there, and she's they're made out of miles. Those kids.
Yeah.
They're made of miles, and they're both like every credit card platinum. They're just ridiculous.
Fala, Oisin and Dirk, have you ever done LSD, shrooms? Just look up Chapel of Sacred Mirrors. That's exactly what I saw. My God. No, I've never. Myself and Dirk have this in common. Neither of us drive.
Right.
We don't. Neither of us drive. That's one thing. And the other thing is we've never experimented with hallucinogens or cocaine or anything.
Imagine.
We like some red wine. That's as far as we go. He likes a cigarette and I like a bit of a cigar. That's it. We're pretty lame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want me to try cocaine.
Can you imagine? He'd be 100 miles an hour. That would bring you back to the regular Dirk.
Well, there you go.
All the nerve endings.
Hold on, let me make a phone call. How does one procure cocaine nowadays? I can't even imagine how one would do
in New York City.
Oh, I'm sure it's pretty easy. But here's the problem with that shit.
5 minutes. It's at the house. Guy with a backpack.
I have all that.
I know every fucking drug dealer around there. And I had friends who wanted drugs all the time. I would do business with them in different capacities, and they'd offer me stuff. I'm like, I'm not interested. But then friends would be like, hey, can I get I'd be all right, I'll call my guy,
Wow. Jim Patterson says Washington Square Park. Yeah. So when I was a kid in New York City in the 80s and the only time obviously I was alive in the 70s, but
I'll be back in a second.
I don't think I ever went to the Village until I was about 15 by myself or with my friends. And we used to go to Washington Square Park and we'd see all the people tripping out and people doing all that kinds of stuff. And that just never interested me. I think I pretended to be one of the cool kids, but I never did it. It was just not my thing. I had a lot of friends. We had a friend when I was very, very young who I wasn't particularly close to him, but my friend Steve was very close to him. This kid wound up killing himself, and it was called cocaine, depression, suicide. And how old were we? 17, 16? I don't even know. We were young kids. I was like, what do you mean? Why did he do that? I don't really understand that. Yeah. Washington Square Park. Yeah, it's still a place to go in there. The whole place smells like weed. It's nuts. David Bowie's Wholeness and the Implicate Order is an amazing book. David Bohm's The Holographic Universe. Very cool. I say split that apartment and live your best life. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, that apartment. Oh, God. Wow. It was beautiful. Behind the bandshell in Central Park was the LSD spot. Let me tell you something about Central Park. It's one of the most beautiful, Olmsted. It's one of the most beautifully designed parks in the middle of the biggest city in the world. It's nuts. You go in there, you can get lost. It's that big. And I've gotten lost in there. But like you just said, behind the band shell was the LSD spot. Did you know also that it was one of like the biggest, most cruisiest places in the whole world? It's where every gay dude had sex in the 70s. Like that movie Cruising, which is with Al Pacino. Who's the guy that directed The Godfather?
You mentioned this film
Well, there might be new
every
people here. New people.
Perfect.
I mean, it's like that park. It had so many hippies were there. The hippies were there. The druggies, the hip hop kids, the club kids. There was like a division. Central Park is like a world unto itself. There were so many different kinds of walks of life in there. And the coolest thing I ever did in Central Park was I saw Elton John there in 1980 with my friend Brian Healy. That famous concert. We were right up front too. We opened up with Funeral for a Friend. It was an amazing show. There's a quadrillion people there. I've tried to get Oisin and Elton John. He's not having it. And I'm just like, what do you mean? Like I can't wrap my head around it, but that's the beauty of art, you know. Not everybody gets everything.
I don't dislike him.
No, I know you don't, but
I would never sit there with headphones and
I would. And somebody said something very interesting. I think who was it? They said that Elton John was like the one guy that really is a great pop star, but he's also a great rock star. He was both. But I think Bowie was also.
I saw he just interviewed CMAT. Are you aware of CMAT? She is a singer from Ireland, and she is now everywhere. Lydia introduced me to her naturally because Lydia brings all the new music into my house.
So how do you spell CMAT?
CMAT.
Oh, okay, like that. Is there a hyphen or it's just one word?
No.
CMAT.
She's great. She sounds like a mixture between Adele and something I don't know what else, but she's really good. It's really good. Great. There's so much great new music, I gotta say.
Wow. Joe LaFaro used to play speed chess in Washington. They have the timers there.
That's what Kubrick used to do. That's how Kubrick used to buy lunch. Kubrick was broke in New York, and he would play chess in Washington Square Park. Some amazing players, and not far from there, of course, over off Bleecker, there's that chess store where you can buy a set, or you can buy the pieces or whatever. You can get yourself a chess set, or you can sit in there and play chess. Mm-hmm. That was the funniest thing I've ever seen. I was in there, and I went in to buy a chess set, and I was talking to the guy, and he has a coffee machine right behind him.
Wow.
Right? And the phone rings, and it's very it's a low purr, sound. And he picks it up and he goes, yeah. He goes, okay, 2 espressos. Okay. And he looks at me, and he hangs up and he looks at me. He goes, hang on a sec. And he makes 2 espressos, and he carries them to a table that's about 10 feet from where we're standing. The guys didn't want to take their eyes off the game. They picked up their phones and called him 10 feet away to say, can we have 2 espressos, please? They didn't want to take their eyes off this.
Wow.
And it was completely normal to him to bring them 2 espressos. One of them couldn't just stand up and say, hang on a second, stand up and walk over there. He had to carry them down. I swear to God, it's 10 feet, 15 feet max.
Wow. And that's
New York, man, it's great for chess.
Sure.
And Kubrick did that for years. There's a YouTube channel. I must go find her again. She's like a chess master, and she faces off with these guys in the various parks in New York. And
I've seen videos of her. Oh,
yeah.
That's right. She's
got big personality.
She's an assassin.
Cute. Yeah, she's like 25 years old. She's kind of cute, and she's fucking amazing. But then she faces off with these guys that are amazing. And some old black guys are homeless, and they're amazing chess players.
Wow.
They're all bunched up in their stuff, and they have their bags of crap with them, but they'll play the shit out of chess. Who's a great chess player in our band? Adrian.
Oh, I believe it.
He's a great chess player. He
I believe it.
murdered me. We played one time. He murdered me in like 6 seconds. I went for
Wow.
classic moves, and he saw exactly what I was doing. He was like, "Oh,
He
you're
was
going for."
blitzkrieging.
He was just like, "Why are you doing this textbook gotcha thing? I'm gonna fight." And he fucking murdered me. I was like, "Fuck,
Wow.
great player." And I lived next to a great chess player for years in Brooklyn. I beat him like once or twice ever. We played like 150 games. I was just useless against this dude, a German saxophone player.
Some
He was
people are just
a master.
hyper wired and programmed to be able to be great at that.
He was a fucking master.
Did we get this one? I came from a mixed family. My name is James Mark, but my uncles were Carl and Marx. Thanks, Mr. Bad Guys. Here a mean one, Mr. Bad Guy. Yeah, I haven't played chess in forever. And I told you Mario Cuomo's wife, Matilda, was my chess teacher at Emeka Conception School. She was a chess master.
Oh, yeah?
She taught us the Blitzkrieg method, which I don't remember anymore.
Uh-huh.
But it was like that was like a big thing in Asia. The Asians picked up on the Blitzkrieg method, and they were kind of killing everybody for a while until everybody figured it out because it's a trick,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was in chess club for a little while, and then, I just fell out of love with it because they got into rock and roll. Woo, people!
It ruins everything.
It wrecked everything. I just wrecked everything. I was like, I just wanted to go to Madison Square
That's right,
Garden.
Mike Lewis. You're right about Andrew Tate's father. He was an actual master chess champion, and Andrew Tate is also excellent at chess, and he played Piers Morgan back when Andrew Tate was everywhere, and we couldn't see anything but Andrew Tate across social media. Piers Morgan interviewed him, and they played a game of chess at the end, and he murdered Piers.
I could see
he destroyed him. Yeah, really good chess player.
I mean, Piers Morgan's just a chameleon. He's just jumps on things. Doesn't really know anything about anything. He just jumps on bandwagons and then he jumps off them.
He knows how to play the kind of the popular opinion kind of.
Yeah,
well, he kind of exists in that. I follow him on Instagram just to see what he's up to, and
me too. I
know he's into we would like. He's big into French wine. He's big into Bordeaux and Burgundy.
Well, he's got enough money to be into French wine, like the right way. Yeah, he's got cases of Le Pin, and all that shit. He's got like the crazy shit.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's got like Domini Romani Conti up his wazoo.
Probably,
all that stuff.
He hangs out with those kind of folk as well. Like you see photos on his Instagram, he's always on a private jet, but it's not his, it's someone he's flying with. And he's just, they brought him on the flight,
I used to love to watch when Getty and Alex get toasted. They only drink Pinot, though. You ever notice that? They're just straight up, but it's not even like they're not even drinking
America.
French, yeah,
it's very North America. I know they're Canadian. It's very North America to eventually come across Pinot. When Washington Pinots and so on,
Oregon Pinots.
By the way, speaking of private jet, apparently there's an etiquette when you're on someone else's yacht or someone else's private plane. There's an etiquette. Don't shit in the toilet. Don't order food before they order food.
Not like the Queen.
There's all these rules. Like if you're lucky enough to have a friend who has their own plane or their own yacht. There's rules. I'll find the video. It's actually quite educational, like just to know how to be in your place and also enjoy yourself and not offend the host.
I mean, if I had a yacht and somebody ate before me, I wouldn't even notice it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Sounds kind of cunty to me.
Yeah.
Sounds a little bit like, this is my yacht. You can't have croissants before I did. Overboard.
Over.
To the brig.
Walk the plank.
Walk the plank. 20 paces. Aye. Exit stage left. We had the best gay cartoons when I was a kid, like gay tigers and gay penguins. And these cartoonists were all in on the joke. I mean, how many times is Bugs Bunny in drag? All the time.
It often happens. Do you ever watch SquarePants, SpongeBob?
Oh, yeah.
I watched 1 million episodes with my niece, and she loved it. and I found it to be obscene.
Oh
But
yeah,
sometimes I'd sit there looking at it going, this is really, really adult and
The
disturbing.
Simpsons.
The
The same thing.
Simpsons was, well, yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah, it
there's
was
so much
great.
entendre going in there that
Yeah,
kids don't have a clue what that is, and I'm
good
like
word.
this.
Good word, entendre. That's exactly what it is. Like maybe the kids are absorbing it, maybe not. I don't know. Are they prepping them for the future? I don't know.
Maybe. Meanwhile, what's her face? Yardley Smith, is that her name? The one that voices Bart Simpson. She's a big time Scientologist.
Is she?
Big time. She's one of the gold, where all the good Scientologists go. They don't call it like the Gold Coast. It's called gold. That's where you go when you
Go. Always
gold.
believe in your soul. You've got the power to know you're
Tony,
indestructible.
you're indestructible. I love Tony.
Always believe in. There's great harmonies in that song. God damn it, the background harmonies are great. Anyway, I digress.
Those guys are obviously the Kemps are obviously douchebags because they don't get along with beautiful Tony Hadley, who's just how could you not get along with him? He seems
This
like
person on earth.
yeah, like
Yeah.
you guys must be the Craze in real life.
Who?
Remember when they played the Craze in the movie?
Oh,
Gary
the Craze.
Gary
That's right.
Kemp and
The Cray brothers. Yes.
yeah, they played them.
By the way, did you see the new addition to my channel?
No, what is that?
Oh, you don't know what this is?
No, what is it?
You don't know.
Is that like the new Cabbage Patch doll or the new?
Precisely.
Yeah, is that the new Pikachu?
This is called a Labubu, and it was a gift from Tim Wright.
Okay.
When he was here, you get the box, and you don't know what's inside. You don't know which one you're going to get.
Oh, it's a surprise.
And he paid 3 times retail for this. And some of them go for thousands of dollars. They're super rare. You don't know if you. It's like getting a Kelly bag or a Birkin. You don't know. You're offered it by Hermes, and then you open, and then you see if it's a alligator, purple alligator or gray or God knows what it is. You just got to take what you get, and that's how it is with these. And he gifted me a Labubu. Look, this guy's kind of angry eyes.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the background on this?
It's become a mad craze. And we were walking around Venice. Tim says to me, this will totally expand your channel. You'll get so many more viewers and you'll get so much more attention. And I did this, right? I just walked around. We were drunk and we're walking. He has a pink one. And we're walking around with our Labubus. And we were approached by so many girls that night, usually mostly Asians, who were just like, oh my God, nice Labubu. And they wanted to see our Labubu. It's like walking around with a cute puppy. He's like, oh my God, you're going to get so much action and you'll get so many views from, the Far East on your channel if you include Boo Boo in your Rolex videos.
That's crazy.
Now I have a Labubu. This is like the most massive thing.
What was the other one? There was the Cabbage Patch and
Trolls.
The Trolls, and then there was that thing with the made by Ty, the beanie baggy kind of things. What were those things called that were hot for a while? Now I'll tell you, like when
he's doing Vanna Herzog. I would like to see the Labubu. He keeps saying, I want to say, I would like to see the Labubu.
Who is that supposed to be from Inglourious Bastards?
No, it's Werner. You didn't watch the video with Polina, the opera singer, obviously.
I watched some of it.
Okay. Why did you not like it? Do you not like her?
Why did I not like what? What makes you say I didn't like it?
Because you didn't finish the video. It's only 20 minutes long.
Oh, the video with the music.
Yeah, with the
I watched that. Yeah, I thought you meant the interview one.
Well, we eventually get onto Vanna Herzog.
Oh, Werner Herzog.
Werner Herzog, who is like, we love him, right? So
Paul
that
said
comes
that
up.
she
I would like. It's from Mandalorian.
Oh, from the see, I hated that show.
Yeah. What did Paul say about Polina? He didn't like.
She reminded me of She reminded him of somebody. I'm trying to remember who it was now.
Okay, try to think of it, but something I didn't leave it in the edit of the final video, but it was in the live stream, obviously, because that thing was 3 hours long. I was asking her about her favorite singers, and her all-time favorite rock singer of all time is Freddie Mercury. And I was like, I even said it on the thing. I was like, you know, my good friend Dirk in New York may not like you up until now, but now he's going to start liking you because he said that.
I mean, listen, at this point in the game, I mean, Freddie Mercury, it's amazing how, you know,
Beanie Babies says Jollifar.
Beanie Babies, that's what I was trying to think of. Yeah.
Yeah.
How Freddie Mercury has now become like this. He's such an icon. And, you know, people forget that, like, you know, he was, you know, like a rock singer, one of the greatest rock singers of all time. And then he went through this phase where Queen were kind of out of style. And then, you know, he got very ill, and then AIDS had all that stigma. But Queen did a very good job of polishing up his legacy and bringing him back to the masses in such a reverent
That's
way.
Right. That's right. It's always good to have a grounded band, man.
They protected
it's
his
always
legacy.
Good. That's what Jerry Harrison said about us when he was working with us. He was like, it's great that you guys are a band, because when you're working with a solo artist, none of the band want to scrutinize the singer's stupid ideas. But when you're in a band, like when you have a full band with you, these guys have grown up with you, and they're not afraid to say that's bullshit. That's a stupid idea. Yeah. And they scoff at each other, and it's a certain freedom to working with a band. Bala says, I know French, but I refuse to speak it unless I'm at gunpoint. So Bala, you didn't watch my video with Paulina, because I actually have that clip in that video. The only, he doesn't say only, he goes, the only French you can get from me is if you put a gun to my head. They don't have a D, they have a T. It was the same with Paulina. She's like, oh, the Spritz Select is very good. Not good. But good, right? Good. You have to put a gun to my head. So yeah, you should watch the Paulina video, because she's actually a barrel of fucking laughs. Actually, she's an interesting girl.
You're sheltering a Labubu. Yeah, I never heard of Labubu. Hey,
John, you are sheltering a Labubu, are you not?
Do you know how I missed out on me being a multi-billionaire? I invented a toy like that when I was a kid. They were called Dream Bugs.
It's about marketing, man. It's not about the idea. It's about the marketing. I mean,
my nieces and nephews sang the song for me.
Ideas, but this thing, for some reason, the size of it and everything just worked well, and the marketing just worked, and it exploded. And
where's it from?
I think it's from Japan. I think it's a Japanese phenomenon.
I have to look it up. I had this toy called Dream.
So you don't know which one you're getting, right? So it turns out that the one, like, Tim didn't even know which one he was giving me. He gave me the box sealed, and he told me to keep the box. And there's a warranty card. It's like a fucking Rolex. It's box and papers, right?
It's a Hong Kong toy by illustrator Kasung Long.
So I pulled it out, and he goes, "Oh my god, it's the one on the box. That happens very rarely." And he's like, "You have to keep it in good condition, and and take care of it." And apparently there are some that are super, super, super rare. And if you have it, it's going to attract the attention of people as they see you on the street, just like a Platona in Fano, right? It's going to attract attention,
Did you tell everybody about that? I mentioned it last night on the stream.
Yeah, you mentioned it.
Yeah, but, I mean, how fucking weird is that to see that? I'm like on the side street in Fano. Like, what?
Meanwhile, that guy was an enormous.
He was 400 pounds. So I'm sitting here, Machine sitting there.
His tits were.
Yeah, he was enormous. He was a big guy, and I said, "Oh wow, he's wearing Rolex." And then you said, "Can you get a look at it?" And I said, "Well, the bottles are kind of in the way." And then I went, "Fuck, I think it's a Platone." And you were like, "Nah." But then that guy got up because they saw that
he did a little bit of a.
He did a dance.
Twirl. He did a twirl. Yeah.
And then he walked around, and we were like, and you,
because he knew, and he saw what we were wearing. Yeah.
Yep.
Because especially what I was wearing, because he could see what you were wearing. He had a good view of it. But that fucking thing, when I walk around with that, I was in the Illy store earlier. Gold, and the fucking waiter walked past me and in English goes, "Nice watch." And I had a jacket on. The thing was half covered. People see that shit from space. You have a gold Rolex on, they see it from miles away. It's dangerous.
Well, sure. I mean, it's all that
I
glitters
reckon
is gold.
he clocked us as watch guys, and he was
He
like,
did.
I'm gonna fucking show off my watch.
But that was such a douche move, though. Okay, so
It was.
you have a Platon on. Okay, I caught it, and you were like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I said the bezel looks really brown, and then he did his twirl.
It
I was
was
like, if he
super
was a
brown.
watch guy, he should have come over and given us a bump up or a high five or something. Hey, hey, Rolex crew,
I
whatever.
passed him that time on the way to the loo to see what he had on, and that thing was buried into the fat of his wrist. It was like it was sucked. It was like that the Patek Philippe that Trump wears. It was fucking dug into his jowls there, into his fucking pudgy shit, So I was like, I don't know if it's a Rolex because it looked too thin, but that's only because it was dug into his stuff.
I mean, he was and it's funny though. Remember when he did his little twirl though? Because he had his wrist out. It actually didn't look that bad with his arms extended. We were shocked that it didn't look like a button on him because he was such a big guy. But I guess like your ankles and your wrist don't get fat. It's just everything else that does.
That fucking watch is the heaviest thing. Yeah. It's like the heaviest watch ever. It's so much heavier than you think it is. Because I held one in Geneva dinner. And this guy had one, and I was like, "Can I see that thing?" And I just couldn't believe how. I mean, I know heavier watches. I've had gold watches, but that thing was a whole different. I couldn't believe how heavy it was for the size of the watch. It's like fucking kryptonite.
This wine, by the way, it's pretty great.
Decent, is it? How's the color? Let's have a look. Oh, she's dark. She plummy.
She's super plummy.
Oh, is she? Okay.
She's got a lot of man, it's gorgeous. Like cassis.
Oh yeah.
Lots of pencil in this, man. Lots of pencil case.
I miss pencil case, man.
Yeah, pencil case is everything. It's got this beauty. You can't see it on camera, of course, but it's got this beautiful brown ring on it.
Yeah.
Really lovely. I don't have the best lighting in the world, but it's really nice. But it is very plummy. It's not jammy, because that's a California thing, which I don't love.
Jammy, and mid Italy, like Tuscany and all, that's all jammy.
Yeah, it's all jammy. Yeah. Like, the whites we were drinking were so crisp, man. Did we drink any red wine at all?
Together? Good question. I can't remember if I picked anything up.
Oh, I had a glass of like Montepulciano over at with Dana and Emmett at their favorite little wine. They found a little couple's wine. Yeah.
No, at that what's it called? That restaurant you guys like?
No, this is called Terra. It was okay. It was like just a little wine spot.
That other place had shit wine.
Yeah. That wine list wasn't good. But then again, I don't care because I'm just drinking white wine and putting ice and frizzante in it. I just want the crispest, lightest, clearest, most, inoffensive white wine in the whole wide world. And that's what you get over there. Because the hills are just filled with it. And it's just rolling down the hills and they're stomping on it and putting it in your glass.
Sure.
There's just so much wine over there. And, but like, I don't know if I had half a glass of that. And then we were going somewhere. Yeah. I drank a lot of beer, and not a lot.
Emma said that you guys had a bottle of red one of the nights before I got there, and they were all suffering.
Well, he was suffering. He suffers tremendously.
Or something.
No, that was him and Dana for their date night. We did not go.
Okay, they had something.
They had a date night. Yeah, they had a date night because we went.
They were suffering from that.
We went to Paul's family's for something, and then they had date night. We had dinner with Filippo and his mom, which is Paul's mother's first cousin. And she's the first person I ever met from Fano ever. And it's funny, I tell her the story that, when I first got there in the 90s, didn't even know what, ciao meant. I didn't know anything, and I'm in a room with Paul, his mother, his aunt, his Luciana, and they're all just going, and I'm just sitting there like this. And I got up, walked out of the house and made friends with like all the local cats. And because like your brain explodes when you hear that. It feels like Charlie Brown's teachers.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
And nobody was paying any attention to me whatsoever because they were all
that can be a thing. There should be a word for that. There should be a word for many things that don't exist. I can think of two right off the bat. One is that where you don't understand a word anyone's saying, and you very quickly begin to have various different levels of paranoia. Like, are they talking about me? Are they saying something? And especially with Italians, they sound like they're arguing all the time. Are they arguing? They're not. They're just talking about stupid normal shit, but they're just... So there's that. Then there's another thing. This is completely different. But I was chatting with... there was some friends in Venice a couple of weeks ago, and we were sitting on the Saturday and we're having drinks, and I'm there telling stories or whatever. We're chatting. And I'm there acting out a scene. Like I'm going, oh, so I said to this friend, blah, 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 blah. And he said to me, blah. And I said to him, and I'm looking out into the distance as if I'm talking to this friend. And the woman of the couple there, she looks to see if there's someone. Has that ever happened to you?
No.
Right.
That's interesting though.
Yeah. So you go, so I said to him, what the fuck you do? And everybody at the table looks up to see if there's someone really there. And I'm like, well, no, look back at me. I'm acting here. Like, I'm just pretending. I'm not going to look at any one of you because you're not the person I'm talking about in the story. Lots of things in the world have a name, and some things don't have a name.
They don't have a name.
I wish there was a name for that and a name for the other thing.
This is good for linguinoia. It's pretty good.
Linguinoia.
They call him Scotty Love. That's pretty good. And yeah, how about let's put a poll? Oh, did we see the results of last night's poll? Carolyn Martin got somebody sent her a box, and it was a Rolex gift box, and it's a Rolex box, and it's on Rolex paper with Rolex.
Somebody sent her a Rolex?
Yeah. And it's...
I thought I was the only guy who did that kind of thing. I'm the only guy who gives people Rolex.
Well, people obviously give her Rolex. And so I have a poll. Let me see if I can pull this up. Let's see.
By the way, Joe Barrow says the gold sub weighs about 230 grams. That's what my GMT weighs. The Platon is 280. I'm surprised it's not 320. I'm surprised it's only 280 because it really feels heavy. It really does. But okay, I'll take it from you, man.
It's going to let me sign in. What the fuck? Oh, come on.
I should go get my solid gold GMT. It's here in the house. We'll stick it on. I'm wearing a Sonner. Do you like it, by the way?
I think that they're very pretty. I like them.
Do you like the green?
I love the green strap, though.
The green is lovely, isn't it?
Very attractive.
With the white. Yeah, for cheap.
It looks very much like the Cartier that Paul's dad got Julie before she passed away, like a year before for Christmas. One of the prettiest tanks ever, which has those kind of thick sides. I'm not very well versed in it's not a tank Americano, it's not a tank Francese. I don't know which one it is, but it's beautiful and it looks very similar to that. And those are very beautiful watches. I love a square
$400. You know, it's a nice watch if you don't want to wear anything expensive.
Memsers. Do we think we know who this is?
Memoser. I think, lads, you need an iBashers live stream in Istanbul. So I think I know who that is. Yes,
I think I did so.
And I actually sent him one of these watches.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. In fact, Memser.
I would love to do it.
Probably have Istanbul. It's Friday. No, maybe if it hasn't arrived already, it'll be Monday. But you'll have one of not with the green strap, unfortunately. But you know, it's just added to the collection. It's nothing special or anything. But
and you thought you were being so incognito, and we figured out in 2 seconds flat.
Memsers. That's the for anyone who knows Dublin.
I'm gonna take a quick whiz break. I'll be right back. Okay.
Yeah,
entertain the troops.
I will. Jim Patterson Dana was hilarious. She's a funny girl. She's the life of the party. That girl. You want to up your game at the party? Bring Dana in. Things will get crazy. Surf right. Surf what? Sorry, what was that? Stick to cat turds, not Chinese cuddly toys. Don't know what that means. Italians sound like they're arguing always. Happened with Ush and the other girl, not Polina. Oh, you thought I was arguing with Maria. Nah, it's just Italians being loud. That's all. And she's very loud. She's so fucking loud, that woman. Ugh. She was a pain in my ass, honestly, guys. Sorry. You know, you try to create an illusion on the screen, but the truth is, it's all smoke and mirrors, fellas. That broad was fucking too much. I have a great screen grab of when I brought her over to try on the jewelry at Frollo, and my friend Simone just like dealing with her at the counter, and he's like, you know, the micro expressions, you know, there's a science to micro expressions. If you catch a person at a certain moment, you can see what they're really thinking. And he's like this, he's like biting his lip. And I sent him the screen grab. I was like, this is you trying your best not to tell this bitch to fuck herself. You know, she was super entitled. Oh my God. Like Polina, when I brought her in, she was so happy to try on all this beautiful gold jewelry. She walked out of there with 50, 60 grand worth of stuff on her. And she was so, you know, happy and gracious about the whole thing and so on. But, you know, Maria Victoria, she was super fucking, ugh. It was like we were all there to serve her. It was like, oh God, horrible. And my boys there, they hate the people from the south, you know. And she's originally from Parma, and they're like, oh, this is so fucking typical, blah blah blah. And I was like, oh God, she's completing a stereotype right here. This is not helping their racism in any way at all. Mike Lewis, I'm glad to see you're still in the room. I hope you weren't too offended by my comments earlier. Honestly, they weren't offensive. They were just, you know, critical thinking. That's all, man. Wishing a reversal would look good on your wrist. Yeah, man. Well, I had a solid gold reverso, but it was a little small. I'd like the rose gold chronograph, that one I featured on the channel a couple of months back, more than a couple of months back. That thing is a bit more me. It's a bit more my size, a bit more like this, you know. But you're right. And I lower reverso. That thing is 38,000. Fairly hefty. Memsers, I hear it's on its way. Yeah. Look, listen, it's nothing special. It's just whatever. Use it if you need it. You're putting on a shirt and a tie for some event, and you don't want to wear, you know, something sporty or whatever. Just it's nothing special. I just figured I'd throw it in because I was sending over that box. So, but I have other pieces I want to send you actually that I think you might appreciate. I just couldn't think of it in the moment. I was racing out the door trying to catch DHL here. Lydia wanted her boots back. She left boots behind her.
I left my brand new shoes in Fano.
Oh, you did?
Under the bed in the bedroom. They were like brown
consumed
coal Hans, and they were really pretty.
And what happened? Are they going to ship them to you? No.
Well, they offered to, and I was like, that's insane. I said, if you wear a 9.5 wide, they're brand new. I wore them once.
A 9.5. I couldn't fit my little finger into that.
I'm also 5'8".
Agree. She was very loud. Yeah, I mean, Maria Victoria, she was way too loud. Yeah, she was. And the following morning at breakfast, she was just so fucking loud. It took all my strength not to say, can you shut the fuck up? Everyone's trying to have coffee and you're just yelling. She was insufferable. DG Polina was kind of. I feel like Polina is probably from a rich family or something, you know. That's the feeling I get with her. But anyway.
She did such an amazing job on those pop tunes. Wow.
Right. Did you hear that?
You played them for me. They were, and she's a chameleon.
Right. She just switches. Yeah.
She switches.
Did you see her on the thing going, I feel like the Russian accent is more like she's doing accents. And then she goes, somebody says, you look a bit like Dua Lipa. And she goes, oh, I love Dua Lipa. And she goes into Dua Lipa's accent. I was like, oh God, this is like an actress, singer. She's such a singer type. You know, she's just a chameleon. You're right. She just shape shifts constantly.
She's a shapeshifter. Yeah.
You think I should do another episode with her? I don't know.
100%. I think everybody loved it.
Yeah.
Listen, man, it adds a lot of variety, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
If you turn me into a watch addict, Dirk, come to Dublin. We do have museums as well. You know, I spent like so much of my childhood there, my friend.
Museums
My
in
my
Dublin.
uncle Mick used to take me everywhere when I was a kid.
You can
I
see
just
the
haven't
bog
spent any
bodies.
time as an adult there. That's my problem. I've been there like 3 times as an adult, but like 600 times as a kid.
I should just start sending Memsers all the fucking watch because I've 80,000 watches just lying around the fucking apartment here.
Mhm.
Brands that I should just send them to him and see what he thinks and just build up his collection.
I love how
If
Travis
he's into
says, I
watches.
wear my steel Reverso with casual attire. Well, you could just go do that.
That's good. That's good, and it's in the photo.
Shit,
That's that
look
one.
at that photo. He's got
Yeah.
a wrist on. Look at the big hairy paw on this guy.
Yeah, big hairy paw.
That looks sick, dude. That's what that's a man's wrist.
Yeah.
That's what a watch is supposed to look like on a man.
DG wants Paulina to go to Austria.
Very cool.
I think it might be on the cards because I want to finish Vienna finally. God, after 3
would
years.
you finish that video and go to Busendorfer while you're at it? And
I felt like you were going to tell me to go to lunch. Will you finish? Will you just go to lunch? Will you go to lunch?
Will you go to lunch?
David Mamet. Yeah. Will you go
Will
to
you
lunch?
go to lunch?
Will you just finish will you go to Vienna and finish the video? Well,
Mamet
she can
turned out
start
to be a
singing on the
cunt,
street
right?
on the streets because you know, in the streets of Vienna, there's opera singers just singing.
Oh yeah.
And they're like buskers. So I could actually have her just start singing. I can film her. People start throwing her coins.
Great idea.
It's a good idea, isn't it?
It's a great idea.
And she can speak German wherever we go, so I won't feel like such a hobo. We can go into the Cafe Central and she can do her whole German thing, you know?
What would you have her sing?
German.
Some great German opera. What would you have her do? Like the Princess of the Night or
okay, so there's two
Queen
things.
of the Night. Sorry.
I hope she's not watching for sure. So there's two things. One is she said that out of all the drinks she's interested in, she's most interested in red wine. I was like, oh God, don't say that, fucking hell, right? And then the other thing is when they started playing Ave Maria and she started singing, I was like, that's Schubert's version. Mm-hmm. And in the video, she's about to say something about which Ave Maria she likes. And I'm glad she never said it. She goes, I don't, the Schubert version is, and then she gets interrupted.
Yeah.
And all I can think is if she was about to say Bach's version, done. That's married. That's married.
I mean, that's the third choice because it's either Gounod or Schubert or that. So, I mean,
I know, but if everybody loves Schubert's version.
Well, because it's the most popular one.
Bach's version is the king of.
Well, he's father.
The greatest Ave Maria ever written. And by the way, for the audience who might be Googling stuff, look up Luciano Pavarotti with a boys' choir. There's a choir in the background with Luciano Pavarotti singing it. That's the greatest piece of music I've ever heard recorded, ever.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I know that piece, and it is magnificent.
If I have to die with a piece of music, that's the piece of music. It's Bach's Ave Maria with Pavarotti with the boys' choir in the background. It's from like 1978 or something. And he distorts the microphone. Like every version I've heard, there's distortion in it when he hits the high notes. Because they weren't ready for that power.
Did he have the two mics? Was it like in the days when they were putting the two mics?
Yeah, when
on
you had
the
to
opera
stand
singers?
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you didn't have a gain input on the channel, it was a line like an EMI Records with Kate Bush. You had lines around the microphone. Can you step back to minus 10 feet, please?
Right.
Can you step back to minus 12 feet, please? That was their input.
All that shit,
level, yeah.
That
was that shit. They just weren't ready for Pavarotti because that motherfucker was a cannon.
He's a cannon.
Oh my God. Unbelievable.
No one had that kind of power.
Mm-hmm.
But what was I about to say? Oh, you know, like you said something a couple of weeks ago. We were talking about old-timey records. Like, why do like the RCA ribbon mics? Or I'm not trying to alienate anybody with some nerdy geek shit. I'll just let me preface it with that. But Oisin made a point a couple of weeks ago. I think
I'll
it was
just
on
have
the
the boo-boo react to what
Yeah.
you're saying.
And it was like, why do those vocal recordings sound better than the ones today? And they do. They sound better.
We didn't go forwards with audio with audio recordings. We didn't. But we didn't go forward with film either.
Well,
like you look at The Godfather and you're like, oh, Jesus Christ, that looks better than everything today. Doesn't we have all this tech today, but you look at like All the President's Men, you're like, Jesus Christ, we didn't improve a thing. We reached a point, you know.
I mean,
Gordon Willis was just, it was the pinnacle, right?
Well, when you talk about Gordon Willis or Vittorio Storaro or any of those guys, that the masters of that, and you know, we're very, very big fans of cinematographers in general, and of course, Lydia is one. So, which is really cool because that's such a nerdy porno thing that we've been into for so goddamn long.
By the way, put a pin in that for a second. Okay. So the Joe Hattab video came out, which is now at how many millions of views? I don't know, right? That I was featured on. I was so honored. It was so fucking great. Let me check how many.
How did you guys collaborate? How did that come about?
He found me on YouTube and reached out, and he was like, "Hey, I'm coming to Venice, and I love your channel, and can we do a thing together?" And I was like, "Yeah, Mr. Fucking." At the time, he had 15 million subscribers. Now he has 18 million, right? But we hung out, and he was super fucking cool. You know, what was the last thing I said to that guy? As we, because we spent the whole day together, just going, "Free Palestine."
Of course you
did. He gave me a hug.
Where is he from?
Free Palestine. I think he's Iraqi originally. Huh. Anyway, why did I mention that? Now I got off the point. Sorry.
You didn't even get propofol.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I just lost. That's getting late. It's getting late.
You got to see the list of the shit that they put in me. I saw this shit and I went, "Oh my god!" All the bad stuff, fentanyl.
I can't believe you had fentanyl in your
blood.
Fentanyl. It's at 1.8 million views in 2 days. Motherfucker, that's unbelievable. Mind you, I got that on my Trump watch video, but that was just a freak. Now I can't remember what my thought process was. I just wanted to mention it. Sorry. Now
look at these nerds.
It'll come to me. What were you talking about a second ago? That'll bring me back. You
pantyhose.
No, not pantyhose.
Do you miss pantyhose on girls though? Do you miss like sheer stockings on ladies?
This is such a spaghetti of stuff. There's no way I'm finding my way back to my train of thought.
Do I miss
pantyhose?
I'm just curious, like as
there's
you
no
red-blooded male,
no segue.
Right?
It's just complete hard lefts.
Like as like a gay dude, right? When women wore like great hosiery, I think it's so beautiful and so sexy. And now women don't wear those anymore. Like pantyhose with the lines going up the back. Don't you think that's unbelievably sexy?
Sure.
And why is that not a thing anymore? How did that fall out of favor?
I don't know. Curious. Oh yes. So the thing I was thinking of was Lydia.
Telefunkins.
Lydia, my daughter, the DP, director of photography. So I sent the link to her. I was like, "Oh, check it out. This video finally came out. Do you remember I was with that guy?" She said, "Oh, fuck yeah." And her first thing was, nice, but the color correction is way off. I don't like his color grading. It's like, oh my god, you're such a film Nazi. And I was like, well, what's the issue with it? And she goes, it's overexposed. It's what was her? She said something about the color being pushed too hard and the whites being off.
Yeah.
I was like, oh god. And I said, well, all right, you better tell me what do you think of my stuff? Because I never actually asked her like directly, because I'm such a fucking amateur, right? And she goes, no, it's better, it's more cinematic, but you make a mistake of mixing the wrong color temperature between shots. I was like, all right, well, I'll try and do better. But it was just so funny. Her very first thing wasn't, wow, congrats, Dad. You know, that's got 1 million views so far. That's going to be great for your channel. It was like, I don't like his color grading. The fruit doesn't fall far from the
I will
tree.
say this about that video because he shot on some very gray Venetian days. Was not
Yeah.
vibrant.
Yeah. It
There's
was
not a lot
bad
of
weather.
it was
They
bad
got
weather, but I know exactly what she's talking about. Like because we love the temporale, we love all that great looking, cloudy lightning, and there's a cinematic way to shoot that, and he doesn't have that. And you see his guy that he talks in that video where he sits with his editor or whatever, his team. Obviously this
That's
guy's got
right.
he's got 1 million guys, and they've got a big setup, and they do a lot of drone shit and a lot of stuff. But I was thinking that too when I was watching it. There was a certain kind of coldness that wasn't that kind of coldness that we love. It was just cold.
Right.
So I understand, obviously, knowing Liddy too, that she's always, oh man, she's always looking for that particular one. It's a singularity she's looking for. She's looking for individualism and originality in a shot and in an overall thing, because we've talked about this ad nauseum. Whenever I talk to your daughter, we just talk about shots, because that's all I'm just like, listen, obviously I'm a fan. I'm not a cinematographer in any way, but I think I've got a pretty good eye for what looks great, what looks shitty. And I love great old cinema, and we talk about The Bicycle Thief and all kinds of great De movies and all that stuff. And she talks about, she goes, it's not so much the stuff that you have, it's what the vision is, and that's what makes it special. And I went, wow, that's exactly what it is, isn't it?
Mamsers, Free Palestine. Our Italian workers still on their continuing their strikes. Hope more.
Sciopero!
So the Sciopero across the entire of Italy today.
Yeah,
You can't leave Venice. You can't enter Venice or leave Venice. There's no way, unless you're on a bicycle or something, or motorbike or something. You can't.
You could leave on your bicycle.
Yeah. The entire country came to a standstill today. They did a poll because I was watching the Italian news. It's 81% of the Italian public are pro-Palestine. 81.
Wow.
That's a lot, man.
That's a lot. Well,
that's like the rest of them just kind of don't really have an opinion, probably. And then there's a couple of
people have lots of, everybody's got an opinion. Everybody's just afraid to voice their opinion. That's the problem.
Maybe.
But
like we're on strike, and this is the second time in 10 days. We were on strike 10 days ago for the same exact reason.
Wow.
They're not fucking around, and they blocked the ports of Genoa.
Wow.
It's hardcore. See, Maloney fucked up because she sent out a ship, naval, military ship, to escort the flotilla, the Italian boats that are part of all of those boats in the flotilla. But it turned around just when it mattered, just as they entered the Gaza waters. Then the ship backed off because they don't want to start a war with a nuclear power. Like, who the fuck wants that? But that was when it meant the most, because you saw when those fuckers jumped onto those boats with their fucking machine guns and everybody with their hands in the air. Like, that was fucking gross. And now they have everybody in captivity, and Ben Gvir went in to taunt them. There's a video of Ben Gvir going in to taunt them.
What a wonderful fellow.
Oh, he's a lovely guy.
Oh, what a fellow. He's great.
The whole country is on strike.
Canadian $5. 1 step forward, 3 steps back. Upvote and subscribe, everybody. Kind of be an inspiration. Thanks, Andrew. Thank you, buddy boy. The Andrew Oak, which Gong, this one belongs to you. It's yours and yours alone. Jim Patterson says Netanyahu's going to fold because he can't go to Europe. Listen, he can't go anywhere.
Even Canada said they will arrest him.
Good.
He has to do maneuvers around the world on his plane if he wants to go anywhere. But I'm hearing that Hamas are ready to fold. Brings a tear to my eye, man. What are they going to do?
They're
fucking stuck, man. They're stuck. Well, what are they going to do?
I don't know what they're going to do.
That's what I heard. Apparently, they're ready to fold. I don't know if it's true.
Fold into what? That's the end of it, or there's nobody
Take the
going to back
deal.
it up?
Take the deal. But it's not a deal. It's a surrender.
Why can't they just turn into like what Sinn Féin turned into? You know,
well, they have their Sinn Féin side.
They
have their pen pushers. They don't only have.
I mean, remember when that was like the ultimate terrorist organization in the whole wide world?
They'll eventually they'll turn into Fatah, right, and the West Bank, and they'll basically kiss the ring and bend, and then it's fucking a golf course for Trump, for the Japs. Good reference, great album, guys. You gotta listen.
We got Bermuda shorts.
Isn't it amazing that Roger Waters foresaw everything?
He foresaw. I'm gonna go pull that up. Hold on. I'm gonna
think about that guy wrote Us and Them when he was 24, 25 years old. Think about that. Think about that. No wonder he's gone loony in his old age. He's not 83 or whatever he is. He's 183.
Yeah,
the guy is like miles ahead.
But he's really lost the plot, though. It's a shame because he's become, because he was such a great spokesman for so while, and he really called it out the right way. Lydia's definitely your daughter, says Patricia T. That's a fact and a half. He says every time I see him now, I'm just like, dude, just look at this. Let me find the line. It's great. Oh, Jessica Hahn. That was so. Do you remember who Jessica Hahn was? That's one thing Roger doesn't generally do. He's generally pretty good at never dating himself. And that's, no one's going to remember Jessica Hahn, but that's interesting. The children.
There's a lyric.
Hold
on. There's a lot of lyrics.
Oh, it's a huge.
Now, let me get to something else while we're doing this. Joe LaFaro. That's my biggest complaint about Spectre, the color palette.
That's interesting that you should say that, Joe.
They're using
my problem is not with Spectre. My problem's with Skyfall. It's the worst looking movie in the James Bond canon. Shot digitally. It looks like mud. It's just gray. The whole.
My daughter wants me to start shooting in log now. I don't know how to do that.
What'd you just say?
In log. She wants me to shoot in log. It's like it's a way to shoot which has no color grading. So everything's flat and gray, but you do the color grading later because it has all the info and the depth and everything. But I can't do that. I'm not ready. I'm a one-man band here. I need to just press record and I'll do,
or get a producer.
Fucking shooting log. Oh my God. I don't know, fucking clue what I'm doing. Then I have to put a LUT on everything. I don't know anything about LUTs, and who's going to send me the proper LUTs for my stuff? I don't know. It's a mess. Anyway, Jim Patterson. Oh yeah, there's Memsers again. Irish did it against apartheid South Africa. That's true. The protests against apartheid in South Africa started in Arnott's. Remember Arnott's? Arnott's is the fucking department store in Dublin, the north side of Dublin.
Yeah.
It was ladies who started saying, we're not taking this stuff. And everybody thought they were crazy. And it fucking was a domino effect. The Glorious Duns were, I thought it was Arnott's, not Duns. Okay, maybe I'm wrong.
Duns.
He probably knows better than me. We need everywhere a similar solidarity with strikes. Yeah, that would be good, Memsers. It will be good. Don't get your hopes up, man. You know how it is. But the good news is there's loads of drink to have, so we can drown our sorrows with that. So did you find the lyric?
I can't find the lyric. Hold on. I'll find it.
It's a miracle.
It's a miracle. I was just on there. Yeah, it's a miracle. It's not it's a miraculous. You call it, baby. Ain't you nothing? They got Pepsi in the Andes. They got McDonald's in Tibet. Yosemite has been turned into golf course for the Japs. And the Dead Sea is alive with rap. Between the Tigris and the Euphrates, there's a leisure center now. They got all kinds of sports. They've got Bermuda shorts. They had sex in Philadelphia, and a Brazilian grew a tree, and a doctor in Manhattan saved a dying man for free. It's a miracle.
It's a great record.
We've got warehouses of butter. We've got oceans of wine. We've got famine when we need it. We've got designer crime. We've got Mercedes. We've got Porsche, Ferrari, and Rolls Royce. Yeah, we've got choice. She said, meet me in the Garden of Gethsemane, my dear. The Lord said, Peter, I can see your house from here. An honest man finally reaped what he had sown, and a farmer in Ohio has just repaid a loan. It's a miracle. Fucking genius shit.
Album, man.
That album. By the way, my favorite Pink Floyd album is that, because that's a Pink Floyd record. 100%.
Yeah.
And it's Jeff Beck. I mean, listen, you don't have David Gilmour.
Anywhere Waters Goes is a Pink Floyd record. Let's face it.
Those are Pink Floyd records. Listen, we all love David Gilmour. I love David Gilmour. Who doesn't love him? We all love him.
We love all
his wife's
the boys.
A twat, and she should shut up. And
she's a big Zio, right?
She is. I don't think that they are. I don't think so. I think she's just knee-jerk reacting, because they both support the Palestinian folks.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
Yeah, I just think that she's just a reactionary. I think that's her problem. But her lyrics are just juvenile. And listen, has David Gilmour ever put out a good solo record, or those? I don't like.
Somebody asked me on the Polina video, like Division Bell or one of those records versus the Final Cut.
Shut up.
And I was like, come on, you can't. You can't. Like, give me two Gilmour records to compare, fine, but don't compare one to a Waters record. That's not fair.
I mean, name one song that was on the Division Bell that's as good as like Southampton Dock, or was it Fletcher Memorial Home, or Two Sons in the Sunset?
Emma comes to mind, because Emma used to make fun of the Gilmour Pink Floyd records. You know, the one that's the grass was greener, you know, and Emma would be like, the songs were shitter.
Yeah,
he would just invent all these lyrics.
He's not a great songwriter.
He's not a songwriter. He's a guitarist.
He's a great guitar player,
and he doesn't have
and a beautiful singer.
He's a great singer. Thank God. Yeah. Money would have been embarrassing with fucking Roger Waters, you know.
Let's kick it up a notch. Travis and Oisin, what did you think about Trump talking to all those military brass, all those generals? What do you think they all?
They didn't clap. They didn't do a thing.
They all were like, "Oh my God, this is the most unhinged. We're all fucked. What do we do about this guy?"
Well, you
know, they could take him out in a heartbeat. You know, the military.
You have to think of these men. I mean, they take it very, very seriously, and they're responsible for lives.
Yeah.
You know, for young men's lives. And they're looking at this clown talking to them.
Right. It is also their responsibility constitutionally to tell him no when he tells them to do something that is unconstitutional.
He was like, you can leave if you want, but you'll lose your rank.
He said that.
That's a threat.
We're gonna have mail.
That's a threat to a room full of generals. That's nice. Yeah, smart. Real
Name
smart.
one song on the Division Bell, Crickets.
I
just know that song, Learning to Fly, because when I heard it,
the grass was green.
The grass was greener, and the song was shiter.
The songs were shiter.
And the lyrics juvenile. And
Learning to Fly was okay.
You know why? Because why do I never remember the guy who's from my hometown?
It was okay. The video was cool. The cover of the record was kind of Floydy, but it was like they got Floyd and boiled all the heart out of it and just turned it into an aesthetic. Floyd was always edgy. Like Roger Waters was writing, you know, we don't need no education. We don't need no, control. And so he was back in the days when people didn't want to hear that. Roger Waters was coming. He was fighting into the wind always. You have to be a little bit, you have to upset someone, to be Floyd properly. You gotta be crazy.
By the way,
I have a real need.
That is the guy I'm looking for right now. The guy who played guitar on that song on Roger Waters' live thing. And he also plays in both of their bands. And he's from Jamaica, Queens. He's from my hometown. What is that guy's name? Did he not play on this? What's the name of the Roger Waters live album that we love?
It's Yeah.
With P.P. Arnold on.
That's not hard to find if you use the Google machine. Roger
I'm
Waters
on
live,
it.
maybe 1998 or 2000. I don't know.
I'm using it, but sometimes it's not that great. You know what? ChatGPT has been failing me lately. Do you know what ChatGPT can't do? Make you a 16:9 thumbnail. Makes 21:14. It's incapable of doing it.
That's interesting.
With its update. P.P. Arnold, she was on
Live in the Flesh, Adrian
in
Rader.
the Flesh. That's it.
In
that's
the Flesh.
In the Flesh.
That's got the best version of Set the Controls for the Heart of the Sun that I've ever heard. I never liked that song until I heard Live in the Flesh.
I love that song. Doyle Bramall. Oh my God, what a fucking guy. Jesus Christ. And John Caron. That's who I was trying to think.
That's him.
John Caron. That is the greatest version of Dogs ever.
Dogs.
That version of Dogs on that album. John Caron on the big Gibson J200. Oh man, the vocal on that. That guy, he's from Midland Parkway, about 5 blocks away from where I grew up. He's from Jamaica, Queens. John Caron. And he plays with Roger and he plays with David. How interesting is that he plays with both?
That's
and he had somebody asked him, and they were like, "Hey man, it's a musician thing. Like he doesn't ask me about him, and he doesn't ask me about him."
Yeah, he's hard going. He's a hard gun. Who gives a shit? His job is to play guitar and play it well, not to get into the politics of Floyd. Who the hell wants that?
What is Dogs in, like 6'8"?
I think it changes a lot. Sounds like 3/4 to me. Can you imagine if each country spent with a T their money on feeding and housing the poor and giving decent decent medical care, nothing left for war? I don't see a problem with that. Well, this is one of our big problems in the world, isn't it?
What do you think? A lot of money on what are you thinking? Like a human? What's wrong with you?
Yeah,
get out of here.
Don't you want profit?
Don't you want profit? And Bermuda shorts? Don't you want Bermuda shorts? And
Cuba,
golf courses for the jobs.
Cuba did it. They just have a problem because they have someone trying to beat them down.
Yeah. We should go there. Roy's been there many times and he's told us so many stories.
I was supposed to go meet Raul Castro because my friend was making a documentary.
I was supposed to meet Raul. Hold on, this is how you said that. I was supposed to meet Raul.
Raul, my friend Raul.
No, wait, I'm going to do you. I was supposed to meet Raul Castro.
Just like
that's how you said that.
I
was like, okay. Oh, my friend Marilyn Monroe. That's what that was.
That was okay. I'm so sorry. That's awful.
Yeah. You know my friend Gregory Peck. It was good. Oh, you've got to meet my friend Judy Garland. It was just like Raul Castro. Just drop that out.
It was a kind of a drop moment.
It was fucking funny.
So he was making.
I was like thinking like Esparza, Jimenez, and like Castro.
So we were there with Marlon Brando.
Yeah, Brando.
So he was making a documentary and to interview him, and he wanted me to come down and be part of it. And I was in my visa battle there in New York at the time, and I was like, I can't go down and do that. I'm in the middle of all of this shit, so I had to turn it down. That's stupid. I should have just gone.
You should have just gone.
Idiot. I'm a super idiot. I'm a super fucking idiot.
You broke him. Oh wait, don't. You'll break. That's my quote. What's that from?
That's from AI.
That's right.
He's eating the spinach.
You'll break.
You'll break.
That was on the ETA flight. They had AI on the.
Did you watch it?
No, I'm not a movie watcher.
A 9-hour flight. I can't believe you didn't watch 6 films.
I watched two. I saw everybody watching an Italian soap opera, and I said, "What's this all about? Let me watch that because it's fun to listen to that and just immerse yourself in the language." And it was so corny. It was about this girl who's a bit of a trollop, and she's in love with two men. One's really poor and one's really rich. Gee, that's an original story.
All right.
And I started watching, and of course, everybody was gorgeous.
West Side Story.
Yeah, it was just like, boy. Crazy boy. My friend Raul Joseph.
My friend Raul. I'll never get over that now because I realize that
I'm just gonna do that for everything now.
You're just gonna fuck me
It's just gonna be that for everything because you said we were there with Marlon and I went Brando.
So we were having drinks with Ernest Hemingway.
Does anybody know anybody?
I'll never live that down. I'll never live that
Big
down.
Bang Boom for that. Let's go with Kazoo.
Okay, let me try and defend myself slightly. Okay,
that was great. That was comedy gold.
No, but I said Raul because if I said Castro, people think Fidel.
Sure,
so right. So I said Raul to kind of outline that Castro had already gone by then or whatever. But anyway,
when I think of Raul,
I'm never digging myself out of that hole.
My mother thought my name was Raul because my mom was so confused. And whenever I went over to her house, she thought I was a worker there. And she used to call me Raul. And I said, "Where'd you come up with that name?" She goes, "Isn't that your name?" And she asked me if I was married and had kids and stuff. And I used to think it was funny until I didn't, But so whenever I hear the name Raul, I always think of my mother now because she always used to call me for the last year and a half of her life. She was, "What's your name again, Raul?" I was like, "Where did you come up with Raul?"
That's interesting.
It was so weird that she came up with that. It's so random.
I start calling you Raul.
Raul. That's cool. I worked with a cool guy named Raul. I worked with this this Guatemalan guy named Raul at El Rio Grande. And let me tell you something. That guy banged everybody. I mean, everybody.
Good
the
for
bosses, Raul. All the bosses, all the managers. This guy was some kind of crazy.
They all wanted Raul. They wanted a slice of Raul. Let me ask you something. What about movies? You mentioned movies. Are there any movies right now you're excited to see? Because there's one I'm excited to see.
What is it?
The P.T. Anderson movie. One battle after another.
I want to see your boy's movie. I want to see the directorial debut of his son. See, this is what happened to me with the.
It's Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah, I want to see that. That looks amazing to me.
Yeah, but apparently this new P.T. Anderson movie is the shit.
What's it called?
It's called One Battle After Another, and people are going mental. It's got Leonardo DiCaprio and the dude that looks like Brad Pitt if he was on a bender for 3 days from Sicario, fucking Benicio del Toro.
Do you think he looks like Brad Pitt?
He looks like Brad Pitt if he was on a bender for 3 days with no sleep.
Benicio del Toro has always suffered from tremendously bad eye bags.
But are you not aware that people compare those two?
I can't even imagine.
Never on the internet, obviously. There's a massive comparison.
One guy's extremely Latino and one guy's a twink. I don't see how they're even.
You've missed that completely.
Yeah, but it's not a real.
They have identical faces, but one looks like he's been boozing on vodka for 14 days.
Latino.
Doesn't matter.
It does. They are
the same face. They're the same person.
Pull up the.
Okay, I'm gonna pull it up. Anyway, that.
By the way, I think Benicio del Toro is one of the greatest actors on screen.
He's great.
Love the way that guy. I love the way he acts.
Benicio.
You know what? I'm not excited about a Leonardo DiCaprio movie. I just feel like Leo is just Leo in everything.
This is perfect.
I used to love the way he was, but now I don't anymore. Not that big a fan of his anymore. Not since the days of
the same person. So I have to share this over. How do I share this over? The same. It's Brad Pitt if he fucked up his life.
I did watch a Mussolini documentary on E10.
Oh, there's a new Mussolini film.
That's the one I watched. It was fucking
The
amazing.
Italian
Yep.
with that amazing actor. That guy's
Amazing.
one of the greatest actors of all time, by the way. Because
Oh.
the Eight Mountains, the Otto Montagna film that I
Right.
saw a couple of years ago with Lydia, that shit fucking changed my life. That guy was ultra method, and now he plays Mussolini. But of course, the fascists are going to hate that film because it doesn't paint him in a very nice light. Look, can you see? I can't tell if I showed
I
it.
mean, I see two guys that
You
look like
see?
they've done way too much blow.
They
And
are
that
the
was it.
same. It's like his slightly older brother who's in jail.
But I mean, Benicio del Toro one has Mongolian fold eyes. You know, he's got those, and he's got big, round. You know, I mean, he looks drunk here. I mean, I don't get it.
Here's another question: do people look worse when they're drunk?
To you,
There's a thing going around TikTok where they're saying, do people really look worse when they're drunk? And
not if you're drunk.
They have Superman. What's his name? The guy you wanted to be James Bond, and he's fucking twisted, and he looks fucking
Henry
great.
Cavill.
Henry Cavill. He looks great,
Right?
Because he can't look bad, right?
Guys are right. As Paul says, he's way too good looking. It's annoying.
By the way, here's another thing I want to see. Everybody's going nuts.
Yeah, everybody's going nuts about that. I know.
Yeah, I need to watch it. House of Guinness. Yeah.
Jim Patterson says that Brad Pitt got punched in the face. I could see that. But Magic Mike, hey, Magic Mike, where the fuck have you been, Magic Mike 71? I always thought Benicio looked like Brad. Okay, there you go.
In a less pretty way. But I have ex-girlfriends who are like, between the two, I want Benicio because he's the darker, he's the fucking espresso coffee versus the vanilla latte version. I want the fucking hard looking, stinky looking fucker. You know, they want the more manly, you know. Benicio is more like the.
But Brad Pitt is a man now. When he was young, he was such a twink, and now he's gotten real. I mean, I think that guy
He's
just
still got pretty boy shit, whereas Benicio has the kind of the evil bad boy shit. There's
it's not great.
It's
not great. It's Downton Abbey.
It's Downton Abbey with awful Irish accent.
Right, so get the hops in there. Would you please get the hops in there? Make sure.
Is that what fucking House of Guinness is? It's
right.
Downton Abbey?
Right.
Oh no.
It's probably about the family that makes the Guinness, right, and they're rich and they're Irish lace and all stupid.
I thought it's all dark, Peaky Blinders kind of vibe. No?
Right. We've got the stilts. Have you had the copper stilts there, Neve? It's probably terrible. Shit. Do you know what people think? People think Lucky Charms and Frosted Road cereal with seed surprise. They're like, oh, did you see how charming that was? The best is Garen Noon's like, this is a tower. This was to keep out the French cunts.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Paul, all he does is watch Garen.
Jim Patterson, yes. Sean Bean versus Daniel Day-Lewis is pretty great.
I don't know who
Sean Bean?
Don't know
from fucking Game of Thrones.
I never saw any of that shit.
Sean Bean.
I gave up Dragons and Dungeons
he was in Ronan, the Luc Besson. He was in Sean Bean was in a million movies. Sean Bean, you don't fucking.
Oh, wait a second.
Hold
on. Is he an older fella?
No, he's not from the 1950s.
Oh yeah, of course I know him. Of course. No, he was with Pierce Brosnan in GoldenEye.
Sure, yeah, probably.
He was the rogue agent. Yeah.
Sean Bean, yeah.
Sure. Anemone, that's the name of the new Daniel Day. That looks good to me. First of all, did you look at the contrast of that film? That looks like cinematography.
I don't know who shot it. I doubt his son has that kind of prowess. I feel like it's nepotism. That's my only problem with that movie. Well, it's like, I've retired from making movies. Oh, hold on. My son wants to make a movie. Let me star in it. I give him a shove so everybody pays attention to the movie. Why don't you do a Nicolas Cage and just change your name from Coppola to Cage and go out on your own?
Two ladies, the most Oscar-awarded actor in history. He can't change his name. Was he going to be like John Doe all of a sudden? Listen,
you already have your in, right? You have people in the industry. Like Day-Lewis can pick up the phone and go, "My son's making a film. Can you shoot it for me, please? You did a great job on Phantom thread or whatever or There Will Be Blood or whatever. He already has tons of connections. Why does he have to have his fucking dad in the movie? You know, he's just selling the fucking movie. Sorry,
you whore. Panel Power says, I mean, I hate when people
Prince versus Michael Jackson. No
I hate
comparison.
when people do that.
Prince.
I know you're doing that just to anger us because there's no comparison between
6 million times more. I mean, Michael Jackson is brilliant, but nothing like Prince.
But Prince did everything by himself.
An actor to a director.
Michael Jackson had, the greatest producer in the history of the world, and he had the greatest engineers in the world, and he had all the greatest. But Prince did everything by himself.
No comparison. Prince is 6 million times more.
You're never gonna hear a musician pick Michael over Prince. It's ever never gonna happen.
Impossible.
No.
Prince is scary.
So I'll tell you a funny story. John, my guitar player from Hitman, he had his retirement party. We went out to his house way out on Long Island. And his sister is there, and she's the biggest Michael Jackson fan in the whole wide world. And I think like Wanna Be Starting Something was on. And that's the Michael that I really like, the off the wall stuff before the Thriller. I like that. It's great. Michael's great. And of course the Jackson 5. And then she starts talking to me about and I just decided to fuck with her because I just thought it would be fun. And she's like one of those Michael Jackson lunatics, like really obsessed with Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
And I said, well, it's not Prince. And she just, like, I saw her short circuit. She goes, what do you mean it's not Prince? And I said, well, Michael Jackson. It's like, it's just, I just decided to fuck with her. Of course, later on, I said, no, I'm kidding. Because she was going to have a heart attack. Because I've never seen, fan comes from fanatic, and we all know that. And people who are Michael Jackson fanatics are a different breed.
Yeah,
They're so obsessed with him in such a crazy way.
Prince fans are a pretty weird breed, too. Well, but for good reason.
Hey, JHB 1999. Hey, gents, enjoyed the Floyd talk on my drive back from my favorite band. True story. I took my 11-year-old son to see Gilmore last year at the Garden. He asked when we could see Roger. Listen, the problem with that is, JHB, and I'm listen, we're the biggest Roger people in the world. We're huge Roger fans.
What's the problem? Get to that.
I think Roger's not going to tour anymore.
Oh,
I think he's done.
He just put out a movie, like a movie in the cinemas of his last tour. Is this the world we really want, or whatever it's called? Yeah. Or This Is Not a Drill, or whatever.
This Is Not a Drill. That's what it's called. Okay. I think he has said that was his last tour. I don't think he will be doing it.
He's fucking ancient.
He's ancient, and he was. Listen. I'm just telling you from my honest heart. Roger was miming a lot of that show.
Roger's been miming for a long time. He's been miming bass guitar for years.
That's terrible. I hate to hear that, man. It breaks my heart.
I hate my bass. Yeah.
Breaks my heart.
I don't give a shit. I don't care.
I mean, I do give a shit. So, because it's like, I want to go see you live. I don't care if it's not perfect. I don't care. I would rather hear flat notes but I'd rather see my artist perform.
I don't really care.
Like these people who go to see these polished performances. I'll never forget this. And this is very telling. And this was a long time ago. But Roy went to go see Shania Twain. Somebody gave him tickets to see Shania Twain. And he said, Dirk, it was a fucking Pepsi commercial. It was just so pre-recorded and homogenized.
Well, most pop shows can be that way. Travis,
this was 25
Michael Jackson was a
years
great
ago.
performer. Prince was a great musician. Excuse me. Prince was an insane performer. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's James Brown reincarnated.
Yeah, it really is.
Prince, I'm sorry, but listen, Prince is a mountain. Michael Jackson is a hill. I'm sorry, in every way.
Yeah. It's marketing. But listen, though.
Prince is the ultimate performer. That guy was fucking... He distracted. People are unaware that Prince was an insane musician, played like 50 instruments because he was such a great performer. Because it was all about performing, he hid the fact that he was like a sick guitarist. And by the way, the greatest
drummer,
greatest Super Bowl fucking performance
ever,
number one. Time. You want America, you want guitar solo. That's America. You want a fucking long guitar solo. Like I soloed for 20 minutes. It's unbelievable. By the way, let me bring this up. So Bad Bunny, or whatever his name, Bad Bunny is doing the Super Bowl thing. And people the right are freaking out. Because
why?
I don't know, because they think he's un-American or whatever. He's
Puerto
American
Rican.
citizen. Yeah, he's an American citizen.
Okay.
But, and U2 played it. They're Irish. They're not Americans. And Rolling Stones played it. And fucking Coldplay played it. None of these are Americans. But the right are, the right. They get their knickers in a twist over.
Puerto Rico is everything but a state.
He might sing a lot of it in Spanish, but Spanish is the second language of the United States.
Sure.
Right? The word America is a Spanish word. It's not an English word.
Listen, I don't care about Bad Bunny. I don't know anything about him.
I'm just asking you what you thought.
However, I'm like, okay, it's the zeitgeist of the time. He's a big star. I don't know any of his songs, nor do I care. Yeah. It's not for me, but if that's for what the kids want, I'm over that. Oh my God, I can't believe they didn't ask John Cougar Mellencamp to play.
John Cougar Mellencamp, how did you come up with that?
Because that's America. Ain't that America? Something to see.
What's the song? Jack and Diane?
That Jack and Diane. Two American kids growing up in the heartland. Jackie wanna be a football star, and she lost her virginity in the back of Jack's car. Say now. Oh yes, and life goes on. Fuck off. Bad Bunny. I don't know what Bad Bunny is.
Has Bryan Adams ever done it? I know he's Canadian. It doesn't matter.
First of all, that guy live is fucking amazing.
Well, we toured with him. I don't know? We fucking toured with him.
I love that guitar player.
Oh, his
guitar player. Those
guys are great.
He always wears all white, and he.
By the way, he like recently, it's all over TikTok. He did a thing about Palestine, and that's why my ex, he was mad about my ex, and they fell apart because of that thing. Because she was a Zio. Can you believe that? I dated a couple of Zions.
How dare she?
Yeah, and she was a Zion, and he was all about this. We're going back 10 years more. No, 10.
That's true. Joe Alfaro is right. America actually comes from America Vespucci. It's true. It's Italian. It's not Spanish. That's 100% correct.
It's Latin.
It's Latin, baby.
Latino. Yeah. So he's always been about that struggle. So now he's talking about it on his live shows. Isn't that cool? And Lorde as well. Lorde just did a show the other night in Madison Square Garden. And all the lights went into the colors of the flag, and she was Free Palestine.
Wow,
hell, man, it's great.
I'd give you a big bang boom. How dare I? I'm terrible. I'm going to give you the monks because I never do. DG, you know what? This is the way I've evolved. And I really feel this as an evolution. And
can you read for people who are listening? What did DG say?
He says, "Bad Bunny equals like." What does that mean? Like
vomit.
Like vomit. It's like a vomit. Like, listen, I think that, like my parents didn't get Iron Maiden, or like their parents didn't get the Beatles or whatever. Right.
Yeah,
I think that we're
old. We don't understand the new shit.
As we get older, we have to stop going, "Oh my God, that's not rock and roll."
But I listen to Idols. So fuck you, man. I'm right there on the bleeding edge.
And you know what? That guy is
proud. He is a writer.
So. He is. He definitely.
Lydia's obsessed with him. She wants to marry that guy.
I get it. Hope she does. He's hot. He's got a fucking je ne sais quoi, for sure.
For sure.
For sure. I just think that, like, as we get older, I don't have the right to comment on, like, I don't listen. That's not for me, obviously. And like when I see the guy breaking the bachata or the whatever that other shit is that's so annoying, that crap. It's just not for me because I'm listening to and I'm joking about John Cougar Mellencamp. Obviously, I know it's John Mellencamp. I know that, but he was Johnny Cougar at one time. But like, that's what the old farts are like. Well, remember back on the day when Molly Hatchet was, I mean, come on, guys.
It's just the way of the world.
There's nothing worse than sounding like an old fart.
McGurk, what do you think about the presidency of Ireland? Well, Higgins is out now, and his farewell was very, the whole country, I think, was in tears. Met him. You met him. That's amazing. That's amazing.
In Milan. We had a smoke together.
McGregor, of course, it was a complete
Oh, he's a
embarrassment and
fucking cunt.
fucking joke.
Oish.
And they even said like they're like he stepped out of the race. He was never in the race because that's a fucking what
Sure.
an embarrassment of a fucking joke. You think the Irish are going to put up with that? No, we won't. We don't have that malady in our system, thank God. But Magic Mike, come on, Dirk, a little Paul Stanley and some do some Paul Stanley. I'll do
2, 3, 4. She's got the magic touch, and you're walking around in a dream. She's got the magic touch. Oh Lord, but it ain't what it seems. A little magic touch for you.
you can impersonate their voices though when they speak.
Oh yeah.
Paul Stanley and
Gene Simmons from Kiss.
Gene Simmons.
Paul Stanley likes to talk about all the things that Gene did in the 70s. And I just fucked them all.
I just fucked
them. The problem, well, the best thing that Gene Simmons ever said was on your boy and the British guy, the pundit. What's his name? We were talking about him earlier.
Give me a clue.
He's got his own show. He flip-flops now. He's anti-Israel. Piers Morgan. He goes, well, you know, anti-Semitism and Zionism. And Gene says, I don't think those things are the same.
Yeah.
Those two things are not the same. Which is a very big move from a guy from Haifa. Those two things are very separate things.
He had a conversation. He had a dinner one night.
Oh, he said it to Bill Maher. That's who he said it to. Sorry. Because Bill Maher's like...
No, he said it. He said it to Piers. You're right. He said it on Piers Morgan. Yeah. He came around though, because he used to be like the UN.
Oh, I know.
Is disgrace, and he came around. Someone had a conversation with him, and he listened. That's what I think.
Yeah,
I think he listened. Yeah.
Dirk's voice is lower. You know what it is? I'm a little scared. Because I haven't, I had that little tracheal issue. I had
Jim Patterson has specified Dirk's voice is lower than mine. Sure.
No, I think he means the way I'm singing is lower.
Oh, lower than
it's because I'm afraid to push it higher because I had the spasmodic laryngeal spasm, and when they went to pull the tube out, and they tried to get me off this is what I found out post-surgery, that I was not able to breathe on my own. They had to stick it back in, and my vocal cords grabbed onto the thing, and he said, you might sound raspy for a while, and I did for quite a while. And I think I'm just a little afraid of, I haven't pushed it right
getting
now.
Lower voices isn't a bad thing as you get older.
I mean, I would like to be able to hit F5 and I'd like to be able to hit the notes I always hit before, but I don't,
Yeah, you have to be realistic though. You got to bring things down. Like all great singers, you got to bring things down.
But we tuned down to E flat.
Look at Geddy,
and I hated it.
Oh, you have to. Oh,
I hated it.
That's what you two always did. They were always a semitone lower.
Van Halen as well. They're E flat.
We never did it in Pearl.
Always
our singer always had like really, really high melodies to sing, and we never thought of just tuning down and giving him a break. I don't know why we never thought of that.
My problem was with my guys is they all have floating tremolo bridges, so you cannot tune down because it will throw the intonation of your instrument out.
Oh shit.
So, and I'm like, can't you guys just have a fucking Les Paul like a normal guitar player? You have to have those stupid whammy bars. Like, I only have one guitar with a whammy bar. I've got like 800 guitars in this room, and none of them have tremolos on them, except for that stupid
thing. Would have been easy for us to do that, except for the orchestra stuff with the pianos and stuff. But just as a 4-piece, it would have been very easy, or 3-piece, essentially. Well, 4-piece. This been real easy for us to do. Oh, look at that thing.
This is my Paul Stanley. This is from 1982. Watch this. This is a real Floyd Rose. This is like the original Floyd Rose. This guitar
things are $600. Those fucking bridges.
They're a lot of money. Yeah. So this thing has not been played or tuned in forever. Watch.
Can't hear.
There's the strings, right?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah, we can't hear anything. It's cutting out. No, the StreamYard is cut. Okay, we can kind of hear it.
Perfectly in tune. It won't go out of tune. Those things, those bridges do not go out of tune. I've had this thing for fucking. I bought this.
Did you hear that, everybody in the audience? Those bridges do not go out.
Look, I have a whale sticker.
Dirk wanders into the super weird.
Let me do a Paul Stanley thing, right? I put rhinestones on it because I thought it was cool, and I always thought flying V's looked
rhinestones.
Cool. These are rhinestones,
like a rhinestone cowboy.
Like a rhinestone cowboy. Ba-dum-ba. Cards and letters from people I don't even know, and offers coming over the phone. Emmett and I need to do another show because it was fun. We should have done one in Italy. That would have been great. But I don't know.
Hey, you guys were having fun.
Yeah, people love those shows. They're fun. They're fun. The Mirror Pickard kids.
You want to wrap it up, man?
Yeah, I think we should wrap it up.
How's the wine?
This wine is absolutely delicious. I have to say it's delicious. Guys, thanks so much for a fun show. Thank you for the super chat. It's Nathaniel Hannon, Gabri, Special Air Service, Mr. Badgas, Gabri, Mr. Badgas, Handsome Joe LaFaro. I love this for the great Cade cartoons from our youth. I don't think I give you a Big Bang Boom for that. I think I owe you one for that. I mean, I don't know if we could play it right now, but this Snagglepuss was the fucking gayest shit ever. He was this pink, like, tiger, and he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Funniest shit ever. Joe LeVar, my friend Raul, Rufus eating Raul, and JHB. Yeah,
I'll never live that down.
That was the best thing ever. God. You know, I was talking to my friend Albert. That's going to follow you forever now. I'm going to do this every time you ever mention anyone. I'm just going to be like,
I didn't mean it that way, but I guess it sounds that way. But oh, fuck it.
It's my mistake. With Catherine Deneuve. You ever see the Umbrellas of Cherbourg?
Yesterday with Dua
Lipa. Yeah. I mean, it's good shit. Guys, thanks so much for a great show. It is Friday night. Friday night. Go and make love, not war. Go in peace, not pieces. All the greatest things in the whole wide world you can do. Make it a better place tomorrow, and don't be the dragon lady, because, you know, it's not good. So hold the door open, say please and thank you. And remember, when you encounter a kindness, give them the benefit of that. You always give people the most amount of rope, like we did this morning. You give somebody enough rope and they're going to reveal their true self. You'll know exactly who they are. They're either the nicest person in the world, or what are they? I can't hear you, people. What are they? They're a cunt.